FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glad, the bombs bursting in air, yea, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of freedom and the
Baba boo, baba boo. Check
Oh,
1,
600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts now with David BAZZEL.
I'm here.
Roger Scott.
I'm present.
And Justin Moore.
Justin!
Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Good morning from the office of your favorite president to all of the 609ers, Los Angeles.
Just help me get to Houston town. Anyone? All right, it is 609. Get moving. Let's go, 609ers.
Take that cargo net. Move it! Move it!
Wow. I love you, buddy. I love you too, buddy. I am.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read a rule book.
It's got to be on straight. You know that. I know what your problem is. Let's go to the phone. Hey, what's up, Rainwater? Are you in Greenback?
What's the moles in his pocket?
It's Park Mobile app, weirdo. What? Come down easy.
March down! March down!
Come on, Chuck. Los Angeles. That may be the first one ever to do it. Slam-a-ram-a-roo! There he is. What's up, Joe?
I don't pay attention to rumors.
Right.
I don't pay attention to movie magazines.
Right.
I don't read them because they're all junk.
They're all junk, man. They're all junk, man. Freaks that carry your luggage. He was at us at the terminal gate.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby.
And let me make it to the telephone. One more time. Los Angeles. Not too good. Well, not too good. Oh, my gosh. Saw that white supremacists were in town. Yeah. Just to read the it's like a Django Unchained. Everything was about in there. Who's got the man? Who cut the hose? They were doing the whole thing. It was hilarious. Not white supremacists were hilarious. The
Getting up and down the floor and getting transition baskets. I don't think they have the team that can beat LSU. But if they can get a little mayhem going, as we like to talk about,
Joe Klein.
they got a great chance.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It is 6:11 on this Monday, December 8th. We are on the road this morning at the down at the downtown Little Rock Marriott for the Arkansas Electric Co-op Winter Directors Meeting Conference. It's a mouthful. The Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference here all day today, and we'll be visiting with the folks about that, the fine folks about that. Good morning, Roger. Good
morning, David.
Good morning, Josh, back in the studio.
Good morning, lads.
What a crazy weekend. So many things going on.
Can we start with this one? We haven't been able to play that after a Razorback game in a long time.
Well, actually, this is 2 Mondays in a row.
Yes.
No. They had the big win against
Tuesday.
Who did we beat? Duke? Was it Duke? No, who did we beat? No, Louisville.
See,
Louisville.
Such a big win that you have got no memory who they beat.
Yeah, we beat Louisville Tuesday night, so that's twice now we've been able to come on the show with
play that fight song.
Play the fight song. Yeah.
Has it been two? Was it 2 Saturdays since the Missouri game?
Football?
This
Yes.
past one was
Yes. Anyway, it was a great weekend. We had so many activities. The Razorbacks win at Simmons Bank Arena. You have the state championships going on. You have the conference college championships going on. Now you've got the tournament now is set. The playoff now is set. You got NFL action going on. It was just a ton of activity. First of all, Roger, how was your weekend?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, you went to the game at Simmons Bank Arena.
I went to the game. Saw a few people, saw some listeners. I'll throw some names out there here in a little bit that said hi, that listened. It was fantastic to see. Saw the football coach there.
Right, Silverfield.
Yep,
he was introduced.
He was.
Did he come out and call the Hogs, or what did he do?
I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
I wasn't there for that. So hello to Jana and Michael for their hospitality.
Slow first half, sort of
totally first half.
I mean, it was like 37-34.
Yeah, it was 10 points or less that we were up, and I mean, I'd commented to Meredith that I figured they'd be a little bit better. I mean, of course, you got people that are wanting to talk about, well, the game Tuesday and this. And I said, well, Fresno came from a faraway place too.
Yeah. So that game.
I think honestly, and I think the Razorbacks play their competition right now. Is that safe to say?
Could be. Well, they end up pulling away.
Oh, sure, they
82-58. They win by a comfortable margin. And so, Josh, too, by the way, I think we have this whole week off, right? I don't think we don't play again until it's a tough game this Saturday, I think. Why don't you pull that?
It's the finals week, isn't it?
It may be. I just remember thinking that was
usually a very light week in the college basketball calendar.
But I think we come back with a tough team. Maybe it's the week after this first game. Who is it?
I said Tech.
Tech.
Which Tech?
Texas.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Okay, no, so it is the next game. Okay, yeah. So I knew that we had them either the next game up or the following week. So then you had that going on Saturday night. You had the parades going on. Roger, you mentioned downtown Little Rock, all over the place.
Yeah.
And then Josh, you also had state playoffs beginning Friday. Why don't you hit those real quick, including what has to be the highest combined score of a high school state championship ever in Arkansas history. We'll find that out. Just give us a recap.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge won the 8-man.
Right.
2A was Cross County over EPC. Bryant just, I mean,
oh my gosh,
I'm never going to see a high school defense that good ever again.
No, did you see of course you did. You see the numbers. If you look, Bentonville came in averaging, I think over 400 yards. I think they held them to 99 total yards and minus 18 rushing. I mean, complete
honestly,
domination.
You know, it's weird. Like, we kind of forget about how violent football is sometimes. That's the most violent I've ever seen.
Just physical.
Well, people were saying, well, the Bentonville quarterback didn't get knocked out. Like, he was going to get knocked out anyway. There was no way somebody could stand back there and survive the punishment. Actually, they got to the third string. They knocked him out the first play. They battered the second string, and they got the third string in. So they were going to take somebody out of the game. They got two defensive ends who are brothers. One's going to Oklahoma. One's younger, doesn't know yet. They've got a defensive tackle who's the best player who hasn't committed to college yet because he's short, but he's ripping through people. I've never seen a high school defense like that in my entire life. And then Robinson completes an undefeated season in 5A, and then 6A, the most points ever scored in a high school football state championship game. Shiloh ends the 3-year undefeated streak of Greenwood 70-50.
I don't know. That game had to be. I mean, touchdown. I mean, to get 120 points.
42 points the second quarter.
I mean, that is crazy. I mean, it's either one. Do we not play defense anymore? Number one. Number two, these offenses are so sophisticated that you just can't keep up with them. I mean, of course, you know, Roger, some amazing stats here from that. Did you know that Bryant has won 7 state championships in 8 years?
Yes.
7.
I did.
Now, you remember
because I sat by Coach Josh Brown at the Razorback ball game. Steve Brown's son, who's the coach there, and this is his second in 3 years, or third and four years championship.
Josh, I'm telling you.
No, I'm talking about the Josh Brown. Do you know him, Josh?
Well, yeah, but if he's been there for 3 years, because Quad's been there for 3 and lost the first one.
No, I don't know how long he's been there. I'm just
yeah, that's so you can't appreciate it, Josh, because you hadn't been here long enough. But Bryant back in the day was not a great football program. I mean, they struggled to win games at all.
Absolutely.
I mean, not even get to the state playoffs. They struggled to be competitive and never could beat Benton. The fact that they've won 7 state championships,
you know what's great
dominated
about that
the way is really crazy.
It's been dominating, and they're like Kevin Kelly used to. They had to play teams out of state. To put on their schedule. But I like the fact that. With all that Buck did,
Buck James,
did for Bryant and all that it wasn't just him. It was the players, the mentality, and everything that they stood for there, and the players that are still coming. So it was great for that coaching staff to be able to grab that. And I'm sure Conway's going to step up one of these days. You have to.
And they've got, I think, Brian, I was reading, they've got like 15 dudes, there are 18 dudes that are getting scholarships. Well, even it doesn't matter, Division II, whatever.
Sure, right. Listen, I saw a couple of them because I watched the games on PBS. They're great broadcasting that they had. I don't know who this Josh guy is, Josh Bernini or whoever he is on the sideline for the TV. Dude is pretty good at halftime. Is that what he is? But they did a great job. And to see what happened with Lakeside and a couple of the guys on that team and Robinson as well.
Yeah, the other thing that was amazing, Shiloh Christian, I didn't realize this. They have played in the state championship game 7 straight years in a row. Wow. Are you kidding me? 7 straight years in a row. Obviously, they haven't won all of them, but and how were the crowds, Josh? Were they pretty good every game for the most part?
Yeah, the Bryant crowd was really good, and then the Robinson Lakes. I mean, like I think everybody who's ever been affiliated with Lakeside High School was in Hot Spring. Or was in Little Rock. Supposed to be on Saturday. I mean, it was an awesome crowd for that. That was probably the best crowd we had overall.
And then you have, obviously now, you have Fordyce versus Mansfield at noon for the 3A championship, and Elkins versus Dardanelle for the 4A championship at 6:30. Now, and I think we had this guy at the touchdown club, this young man who was the big star. I think he had 7 rushing touchdowns. Creed Vega. What a great name.
It's a great name in any sport.
Yes.
NASCAR, boxing. MMA.
I think, and he's going to Air Force. I think
he sounds like a Tarantino character, and he's like you said, he's going to Air Force. His dad's a coach. He is their Superman.
Yeah, I think we honored him at one of the meetings this year at the Touchdown Club. So you had that going on. Then you have college football going. You had 4 conference championship games Friday.
Now you and I split. You took Bama over Georgia.
Yep.
I got Georgia.
Yep.
But I took Ohio State over Indiana, and you picked Indiana, which was both of those were great games.
Can I tell you that? I mean, there were really some good games over the weekend.
There was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised how easily Georgia handled Alabama. I thought it would be a competitive game, and then Georgia just completely blew. And of course, Texas Tech, I got that one right. Not a surprise. They have been. I'm anxious to see though how they will play when they get an SEC team. You know, it's almost looked like every time I've seen them play, they've been so dominant. They haven't had anybody to challenge them physically.
Looking at Ohio State now, would you see the Ole Miss of Lane Kiffin beating them? Now, I know we've had
Ole Miss beat them?
Some of the conversation,
maybe
decline and all that. So I mean, and I'm
I was probably leaning towards
because I
Ohio
had more
State
conversation with some people that were asking me about Lane Kiffin, and I, I'm okay with what he's doing.
I would still probably go with Ohio State at those two. So now, and then the other thing, obviously, you had the College Football Playoff Committee come out with Sonny Yurchek. So the one I think that got the rawest end of the deal is Oklahoma's got to play Alabama again. You know, it's like, oh, crap, are you kidding me? So that's Friday, December 19th. Alabama goes to Oklahoma. You got Miami at Texas A&M. That's Saturday, December 20th. Tulane at Ole Miss. James Madison at Oregon. So, you know, there's not a lot of surprises for me in terms of.
Were you not surprised about what they did with Miami Notre Dame, flipping them? Because I mean, they didn't play.
I'm not shocked, but but yes, but if you follow what they've done the last 3 weeks, it wasn't, you know. And I like what Kirk Herbstreit had to say. Quit showing the shows. If you're going to do this, if you're going to have them 3 weeks in a row, and all of a sudden you have nothing that changes the metrics other than the other teams, not them. Why even show for 3 weeks? Why even set it up to where, you know, then they flip them? So you certainly got an argument if you're Notre Dame, and that starts the other sort of domino effect is that Notre Dame said, all right, forget the bowl game.
Right.
So did Kansas State.
Everybody
so did
did,
Iowa
right?
State.
A ton of teams.
Yeah, who else besides those three? Those are the only three I know of. Is anybody else besides that?
There were like 7, 5, and 7 teams that win a bowl game. I know that because it took them the 8th option, App State, to find an opponent for Georgia Southern. Like I know Auburn turned them down.
Right, but so Auburn has done it. I mean, I haven't heard it publicly, so I didn't know that. So,
Yeah.
But I would be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, and then the other Harding has a close call for the first time.
Sure was.
Has a close call.
They've made the semis.
That's right, 34-28 over Texas Permian. I can't even remember the
Permian Basin.
Permian Basin. Yeah, Permian Basin. Permian Basin. Yes. It's a weird name. 34-28, closest game they've had in a while, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. But the controversy is now they got to go on the road, and a lot of people felt like they should have another home. So maybe that will. Is it Kutztown? Is that the way you pronounce it? Kutztown, Pennsylvania. That's who they got to play next.
I didn't see that. I didn't
yes,
see the pronunciation.
Kutztown, Kutztown,
sounds like
yeah.
Coos or Cuz.
So anyway, so congratulations to them for advancing. And I was trying to think, Kutztown won, beat Frostburg State 51-29. They weren't happy about it. I don't think they were happy. So maybe this will fire.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? You need that.
You know how many yards passing that the Harding had this week? 7. 7 yards.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
So well, didn't you send out a graphic that they're leading the country?
No, they set the all-time record.
The all-time record.
6,000.
Even more so, yeah.
Yeah. So
they broke their own record.
They broke their own record, that's right. And then you had Arkansas Tech playing in the bowl game down in the Heritage Bowl down in Texas. They could tie it up at the end of the game, but they decided to go for 2. Yep. Game of the line, and they had him open, and the young man dropped it, and they lose 28-27 over West Texas A&M. Then, Roger, you had over at UALR, the Trojans. Jeez. You know, it's the 20th anniversary of the Jack, and so you had the men of the Trojan men losing to Arkansas State 90-78. The women came back and they won. They beat Central Arkansas 57-48. So, I mean, you had so many things going on.
A lot of activities going on. BAZZEL, you know what? And
by the way, did you see how bad too? Iowa State beat number 1 Purdue in basketball. Just destroyed them. Yeah, 81-58.
And to go back, I mean, for the folks, and I don't know. Again, 2 things. People ask me the entire time that I see them. Even at church yesterday, what do I think about the new coach? And I tell them the same thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to think. Yeah. I'll come up with I'm not going to listen to what anybody else says. You got to win.
Yeah.
Win. I don't care who you are anymore. That's where I am when it comes to a win. I don't wish him ill at all.
Did you get any vibes from him Saturday at the game? Any vibes?
No, I didn't see him in opening.
Okay.
I didn't see that. I saw Coach Cal coaching like he does. And
fun to watch him.
It's fun to watch him. Yeah. It's fun to watch what he does when a player comes off. It doesn't matter what he is. He's coaching immediately going, I want you to understand what you just did. Okay. Yeah. I just know that's what he's doing. But the group that was there I don't know how many people are supposed to be there. I don't know how many people that place holds.
16,000 is what they've had.
That's a
last few
fantastic
years. Yeah.
crowd on a Saturday.
This got
It was a
9,000
Saturday
going on.
afternoon. I was also, I think as Meredith told me that's maybe last year they moved the time up as well.
Yeah,
but with
I
all
think
the
so.
activities there, Meredith was all over it. I thought it was a fantastic crowd. The bottom was all full.
Well, the players seem to like it. They seem to like it.
And,
Now,
and the bench was great too. The bench play was good.
today, no CK today, no Chris Kane today. We'll have him later on in the week. We'll find out if we hear from Pat Bradley today. Talk about Hog basketball.
Right.
Bill Vickery will be coming by. We got to play a little graffiti.
Yeah.
We'll have some folks from the Arkansas Electric Co-ops come by and say hello. This week, Roger. Today we're here. Tomorrow, this little piggy in SoCo in Benton.
Right.
That's Kate Moore, Justin Moore's wife's place.
Right.
After that, Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. That's on Wednesday.
Yep.
Thursday, Toy Troopers.
We're in the Walmart parking lot in Bryant.
Yeah. And then Oakland on Friday. I mean, it's racing season.
Baz, I saw some videos from some folks that went to see down at Oakland to see Peter Noon. Dude, he still when I think of Peter Noon, I'm thinking about back in the 60s and seeing him in black and white film with Herman's Hermits. He was still, just the video that I saw, he killed it, and it was an Old English Christmas that they had there. So Oakland is going into the holidays well, and I think the next show is going to be New Year's Day with the Ozzy Experience.
And I think the weather's supposed to be pretty good this weekend. A little chilly, but there's no rain.
Windy out there right now.
Is it?
Windy.
Oh, okay.
Windy.
I think no rain.
Very windy. It made it cold.
And Josh, so you've got 2 games to go on Saturday, right? That's it for high school, and we wrap things up. And
Yeah, it was a long weekend.
and the good thing about that, we got 4 more weeks of football, college football.
Yeah.
And then we hadn't even got to the NFL. Any surprises yesterday? The Green Bay, great game. Double R was at the Green Bay Chicago game.
He said, I asked him how
He's in
cold it
heaven.
was. His phone was frozen. His fingers were frozen, but he was kept warm. Fantastic. Great for he and his stepson.
Yeah, that was. If you're a Green Bay fan and you've not been to Lambeau, that's a bug. And he was on cloud. The weather was great. It was cold, and then they got the win.
It was terrible. It was it was in the single digits.
Yes.
If it was blowing and all that, but it was a fantastic game. It really was. And then the controversy where Portnoy is calling for the murder of Pete Carroll.
Yes, he actually said that.
He sure did. I mean, you know what, Baz? And I'm sitting there going, why? Conspiracy theorists, and we'll play it when we come back. Conspiracy theorists have to look at that and go, why would they even kick the ball?
So I had picked Denver 2 as one of my picks, and so I had the line was like 8.5. So Denver's got the lead by 10 with like 15 seconds left, and so Raiders are running around just trying to move the ball, and they throw the ball down. And basically the Denver player just stood late on the player, the Vegas player, a little too long.
Yeah.
They throw a flag with 4 seconds left. And then they trot out their kicker, kick the field goal, and it changes the line, and a lot of people lose a lot of money.
Oh, there was a second shooter on that game.
I mean, he lost his mind the day Portnoy.
He lost his mind and asked for prison time for everybody in the murder of Pete Carroll. I'd say yes, he lost his mind.
Josh, did you see the end of that game?
No. Out of all the games yesterday, that was not one I was going to watch.
I didn't watch it, but did you see the play?
I did see the end of it. Yeah, I mean, I can't explain why Pete's doing that. I just know this is that NFL is the most watched sport. You would never ever rig a game that way because you would get Dave Portnoy doing what he did. So it was just stupid, is what it was.
My thought, though, if you're the referee, and we'll talk to Walter about this.
Sure,
don't throw the flag.
It's over.
Yeah, because
it's
over.
Right? It's over.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, don't pull your flag out, man.
It's over. Game's over.
I mean, if it was an egregious foul, it was just that he laid on him a little too long. The game's over with.
There used to be a time. Is there still a time where scores and how many points you have affect your playoff status and things like that anymore? Does it matter anymore in your division or anything like that? No, in Vegas, it's a whole different deal. So I don't know why the refs would I don't know why they would do that. But maybe there's a ref that goes, you know what? He broke the law. I'm writing you a ticket.
We'll take a break now. Today is also National Crossword Solvers Day. Did you do crossword puzzle at all?
I used to.
What do you call the little game you and Jessica play?
I don't connections. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay. You were hooked on there for. You were hooked on it for.
I was hooked on it a little bit a while because I have an addictive personality. You know what I'm addicted to right now? Hitting you in the groin. That's what I want to do.
It's also National Brownie Day.
Yeah.
Also National Blue Collar Day today.
Brownie and blue collar.
Yeah, how about that?
Well, let's see. Why would it be blue collar day? Is there anything?
I'm not sure. I have to go back and look.
Not sure. Brownie. It's well, I guess. People are bringing brownies to Christmas parties, maybe?
I guess so.
I don't know.
All right, don't go away. We're here at the Little Rock Marriott for the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Of course. Like,
of course.
Do I need to be doing something?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, because when I saw the table and it's facing this way, this is the admittance table.
That's where you get your tickets
get
go
in
in.
there, yeah.
All right, don't go away. 6:30.
Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got good music on my radio.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone each week. Justin and DJ will dive into a different top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
This is Sports Center.
Important results aplenty yesterday in the NFL. Let's begin with last night, where the Houston Texans took a major step towards their playoff hopes. It was a 20-10 win on the road in Arrowhead Stadium. The Texans are now 8-5 overall. The Kansas City Chiefs are 6-7 as their playoff hopes begin to fade fast. Packers take first place in the NFC North yesterday, 28-21 win over the Bears. The Bears dropped to 9-4 overall. The Packers are now 9-3-1. The Pittsburgh Steelers grab first place in the AFC North, 27-22 win in Baltimore over the Ravens. And the Jaguars, they take first place in the AFC South, a 36-19 win at home over Daniel Jones and the Colts. Jones tore his Achilles and is out for the rest of the season. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Pretty chilly today and a little breezy too. Partly cloudy and a high of 45 degrees. Tonight, clear and cold, dropping down to 29. Some fog also will be possible overnight toward our Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 56. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
This is David Bazzell for my bank, Simmons Bank. I love the fact that Simmons Bank started in Pine Bluff way back in 1903 with a little over $3,000 in deposits, and over the last 122 years, they've grown to 6 states, 200 locations, and $27 billion in assets. But the best thing is, they've never forgotten where home is. They're committed to helping Arkansans reach their dreams. Whether it's a home loan or money for home improvements, Simmons Bank wants to help. They can turn the equity in your home into a line of credit or help take your business to the next level. Just start by going online and opening an account at SimmonsBank.com. It's that simple. And if you haven't noticed, Simmons Bank is in the community because they live where you live. Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium, and Simmons Bank Field and Pavilions at UAPB. Just some of the venues that Simmons Bank supports. And congrats to Simmons for hosting the second Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens at Pleasant Valley Country Club. Another outstanding job. Well done. And if you haven't noticed, I am proud to call Simmons Bank my bank.
You're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is it a broken spring? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. It's easy to schedule a convenient same-day service with a trained technician from Overhead Door Company of Little Rock, the original Red Ribbon Garage Door Company trusted in Little Rock since 1967. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments: Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
That's the worst beat of all time. You have to investigate the Raiders. Investigate the Raiders. What are they doing? What the f***? That's the worst beat of all time. That is cheating. What the f***? I got to rewind this. That's the worst beat of all time. This is the worst beat of all time. Pete Carroll should be in prison. Prison for Pete Carroll. First of all, the refs, everybody. This is prison. This
Yeah,
is
that's
prison.
he goes on and on.
Yes, he was 66.
That gives you a little
What he said.
taste of Rob the Portnoy. What's his nickname, El Presidente?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to this Christmas song. I think I learned
like
this
this is
from
your favorite?
Tommy and Big Dave. It's not my favorite, but it's a great song. Got a good beat to it, and I can dance to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. If you just joined the show, it's 6:35. We're here at the Marriott Hotel for the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference meeting, and Rob Rodell joins us. Good morning, Rob. How are you?
Great. How are you, man?
We're talking about bowl games yesterday. You guys, you're an Arkansas State grad.
Absolutely.
You guys are going bowling, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head here.
It's
the
Google
Jerry
Jones
Xbox.
fundraiser. It's a Jerry
Oh, it's
Jones
Frisco. That's,
fundraiser bowl.
that's
Gotcha,
right.
gotcha.
One of two games at the Star. That's right. Now, do you know who you're playing?
I do. Something State. Missouri State?
Missouri State. That is correct. That is correct.
Yes.
So, yeah, listen, I just went through, I looked through some of the bowl games, and there's some that intrigued me. For example, Georgia Tech BYU, that would be an intriguing game. Tennessee versus Illinois, that's
Sure.
Obviously we know Brett. And USC versus TCU, interesting. Iowa Vandy, interesting.
What was the one before Iowa Vandy?
USC and TCU, a lot of letters there.
Sure.
But how about this? Michigan and Texas, just about two brands.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
That was the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Nice. Big fan.
But we were just talking the bowl games with the playoffs. You have a diminishing feel for the bowl games now. Obviously the playoffs are part of the bowl system, so those we'll go over those here in a minute. But thanks for having us out here, Rob. Appreciate it.
I'm happy you guys are here. Always good to see you guys. Have you here at our family reunion for the electric co-ops, if you would, from throughout the state. Like I was telling you, at the break. We've been here since Friday.
Friday. Oh my gosh, that is a and you're here till tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be.
300 of your closest friends. My gosh.
He's reformed.
And their spouses.
Now, what's happening here that's makes it worthwhile to be here for 5 days?
Yeah, so basically our directors we have 17 local electric co-ops throughout the state. I've got to talk to Roger about his bill with First Electric after the show a little bit.
Yes.
I need your help.
No problem, sir. We'll fix you. I'll have that turned back on for you today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Just hold the chain. It's dated.
I understand.
Thank
I
you.
understand. It's just a push of the button.
That's
now.
all it is.
No problem. So, and when we'll waive the reconnection.
You know what? There used to be. I mean, you remember
The
fee.
reconnection.
Oh my God.
Remember that? Oh my
listen,
God!
I used to have.
I forgot. The hated. reconnection fee.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's also back in the day. I used to have checks that were insufficient, that were less money on the check than the check fee.
You're right.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
By the grace of God.
And you'd write another check to float that one.
Absolutely. But back then you could float them.
Oh, I
you
know.
couldn't do that.
I
Once
remember.
they started getting your routing number, it was over. And I remember you're talking about push of a button now and all that. I remember the meter guy always coming around. You don't have to do that anymore.
Don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you how much you're using from my office.
Sure can.
So it's amazing technology now. So what's been going on from Friday till now?
Anyway, I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm just wanting to make sure I get a collection over here.
Sure.
Basically, they're here for training, and so these directors are locally elected, democratically elected, just like a state rep. Unfortunately, like RJ,
right,
and others, but
Yes.
they're locally elected by the members of the co-op, and they represent those members at their local level and then at a statewide level, just like city council and everything else.
Right.
So they're here, and they get training on different pieces of the power business, which is anybody that knows, it's pretty complex business. It's not as simple as flipping a light switch to have everything work for you. So they're here getting training and talking to each other about trends that are going on across the state and the nation. And then today's kind of the culmination of everything. So this is our big general session. So we've got Governor Huck.
That's okay, Sanders. That's okay.
Sarah, I'm sorry. She will be here today to talk. We have my CEO, Buddy, who'll be on later.
Yeah.
And so we've got other folks coming in to talk.
He's got him a new coach too, by the way, at Auburn.
He did?
Yeah, he got Golish. Remember, Auburn got Golish.
What's up with all the mid-major coaches going to the SEC?
That's just the way it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
So
those guys are making bank.
Well, let's. So yeah, it is. So yeah, it had to be. It was a crazy weekend downtown. You had across the street
Parade.
going on. They had parade. I mean, and then you had, I think you did the old Bob Robbins deal up at Toy Hill. You had that going on. Yeah, Toy Hill.
And then you
What's
had
it called?
Toy Hill.
Toys for Tots. Thank you.
It's Toy Hill.
It's Toy Hill.
Yeah, but it's called Toys for Tots. Yeah. Toy Hill's where it is.
But most importantly, my Brown Hornets just kind of won another championship.
They seven times in the last 8 years. It's just absolutely. We were talking about, what year did you graduate from Bryant?
Well, this is what's funny. Everybody thinks I'm from Bryant.
You're not from Bryant.
But I'm originally from Northeast Arkansas, but I've been in Bryant so long. And
You remember
I'm on
what?
the city council down there, so I just let them think that.
Yeah.
But no, when I first moved to Bryant 30 years ago, it was a sad situation.
And I love the coaches that used to be there. I know them all, and they just could not.
Paul and
Farmer
Daryl.
and all good guys, but just couldn't get over that, get to the level they are now. And now it's like RJ. It's like Josh said. They're just not winning. They are dominating.
They've got a system.
Dominating.
Basically, it's a system they've installed, and I'm just proud that we're finally getting some kids signed at Division I schools.
Yeah.
From coaches that understand how a system can work, even at the collegiate level.
Yeah.
Because with NIL and everything now in transfer portal, in Rob Rodell's opinion, as soon as coaches at the college level understand a system instead of an individual, like Calipari does, you're gonna succeed and win. And that's my quarterback for Monday morning quarterback statement.
Well, I was going to ask Josh, did Silverfield, did you see him at the game, any of the games this weekend?
So I did talk to Kyle Parkinson. The reason why Ryan Silverfield could not go to games, and this is all coaches, is because it's a no contact period for recruiting right now. So I think that's a different. As they shifted signing day and the calendar moved, that is one different. And to that point too. Also, when we call coaches, most of the time we have to ask what colleges they're going to, the players going to. Bryant sends out a spreadsheet. They have an Excel spreadsheet.
I saw that.
They have so many kids that are going to college to play football. So
but I don't know why Silverfield couldn't just show up and watch the game.
Kyle told me
I might have a conversation with him, and it might make it uncomfortable.
What if he's up in the press box, though? He's not seeing any players.
Good luck with college rules nowadays.
I think so. Who knows? What is it? Sleeping dog with fleas type thing. There's going to be a connection somehow. So just to stay away from it, like Frank Roll wouldn't drive anywhere with a female in his car.
Yeah, I was
taught the same thing.
It seems crazy because in years past,
they can't even go to the games.
Yeah, well, Roger, you were showing me a picture. Remember, you had the defensive coordinator in the years past.
Smith, how about
in years
that?
past, they always show
there.
up for the game. It's just ridiculous that they don't have to talk to any kids. Just go up and watch in the stand and in the press box or something.
Right.
It's almost like a no. What's that thing with
no compete?
Yeah, no, the thing with my ex-wife put on me a no contact rule.
It's a peace
anyway,
bond.
Lisa, baby, I love you. Thank you.
661-1037. If you want to be a part of the show, you can call or text us. Somebody said, let's see what excuses Rebecca has for her blanky Chiefs. Wow. Chiefs lose again. They now drop below 500.
You know what? Which takes away from my Cowboys beating them now. The greatest Chiefs fan, with all due respect to Joe Klein and Rebecca, Ricky Thomas at Family Market Stores was there again. I mean, he is a tremendous Chiefs fan. You have braving the cold and all that. But yeah, they go down again. Cowboys obviously are blowing, which is still affects me. But to see a game on the frozen tundra yesterday, like it's supposed to be,
wasn't that fun?
Oh yeah, with those two guys,
and Randy to be there in person too. Yeah. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number. I see we've got a listener up in his deer stand right now. Appreciate that. We acknowledge a lot of the and we'll mention some of the state champions here in a minute. We got two more coming up Saturday. What's that?
I want to throw out Garland County teams, Lakeside. At least they made it to the championship game after 50 years, from what we found out. From Coach Utley, I guess it was on Friday with Camo Kids. And
Josh, you said there was a big crowd there, right?
There was a big crowd.
Amazing crowd.
Yeah, it was a big crowd. you could see the stands. I mean, it was like Hot Springs came out,
I
and
bet,
Robinson obviously does
Yeah.
as well. But, it was congratulations to Lakeside for making it that far after all those years.
Yeah, just to get there is a cool thing. I
Absolutely.
never got there as a player, and we had a team good enough, and we got beat by I told you guys the other day, the eventual state champion. But to just get to that game.
And turnovers killed them. Turnovers
Did-
was, it was tough.
Did you guys happen to be able to watch the 8-on-8 state
No,
tournament?
Josh called the game.
Oh my gosh, Josh, I've never watched that before. You talk about something fun to watch.
It's track
Just
meet,
a lot
isn't it?
more.
Yeah, it's almost like, we played flag football in college, and it reminded me of flag football, the way they run the plays.
Yeah, sure.
It's fun. It's just like a car race inside a coliseum.
Yeah, like arena.
You know what's crazy is the score of the Shiloh Greenwood
It
game
was
was
an 8-man
almost
game,
like
essentially,
it's like the
yeah.
8-man game. It was 70 to 50 in that game.
Well, when you play Greenwood, you have to basically think like you got to score every single possession, and that's how Shiloh approached it. They had 7 red zone trips. All 7 were touchdowns. There were over 1,200 yards of offense in the game. They had a 42-point quarter. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That was the most fun I've had calling a game. I mean, just because of the score.
We're visiting Rob Rodell. If you just joined just on the show with the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, this guy to my right, I consider him one of the most talented men in America.
He sure does.
He shares a birthday today.
You're good.
He doesn't share a birthday today, but there's a birthday today of
Is
a
it
guy.
your birthday?
No, but it's
I share it.
It's a guy who reminds me of Roger, Sammy Davis Jr.
He's only got one eye.
It's one eye, and he's
one eye.
Are you Jewish also?
I'll send you a picture.
He's Jewish also?
I'll send you a picture of it.
But he can sing, he can dance, he can do
dance.
comedy.
He's a vaudevillian. He's a tap dance. Let me tell you. You know what? Unheralded is his imitations.
Yeah.
The dude could do a lot of imitations. He was a singer and a dancer.
I sometimes feel like Roger and I are, I'm Frank and
you're Frank and I'm Sammy.
Yeah.
I'm Sammy.
I love it when Roger talks like Dean Martin.
Oh, yeah, listen, he does Dean great too.
Talk a little bit about Dean. So to head on out there. Listen, we'll play some Sammy when we come back if we can, but I wanted to slide out of here with a little Electric Avenue for Rock.
Oh, Electric Avenue.
Rock on through. Actually, that's a street that's right off our campus. We named it, by the way.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Sammy, all right, and you know what? You know what the one song Sammy had that was the number 1 song that he hated singing?
Yeah, it's the silly one.
Candyman. Who can take a sunrise?
I know, but it made him a lot of money. I hope it made him a lot of money.
It made him a ton of money, but I think he died broke.
We're here at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas's Winter Directors Conference, wrapping things up tomorrow, right? Or
I hope
today?
so.
Which is it's
Stay
almost
another week.
unheard of.
No, I didn't say that to all my bosses.
I
don't mean that.
What was the state? The Farm Bureau one started on a Tuesday and ends on a Friday. You guys are wrap around.
I was there too. Yeah, always. It's always a fun 2 weeks for me. I'm at one conference and the other.
Hey,
and,
life could be tougher.
It should be tough. And by the way, I still love getting up doing what I do every day, like you guys do.
Yeah.
And we're richly blessed because we can do
Amen
that.
to that,
That's
Rob.
right.
Amen to that.
And,
Double R.
and Rob has got a big breakfast for us, Josh. I'm sorry that you can't participate in this.
Josh, I'll send you a picture, buddy.
All right, don't go away. 6:47. Live racing is back at Oaklawn this weekend. The holiday racing season kicks off Friday, December 12th through January 4th. Don't miss opening weekend, December 12th through the 14th. And live racing every weekend in December. Plan your trip now at Oaklawn.com. And while you're watching the ponies, get in on the action with the Oaklawn Sports app. Follow my picks on college football playoffs, NFL playoffs, and NBA in-season tournament. There's never been a better time to bet. Download the Oaklawn Sports app today and score up to $1,000 in bonus bets for new customers. Plus, enjoy a 10% profit boost on qualifying parlays. Bet football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and more. If you can name it, you can probably bet on it. Funding is so easy with ACH transfers, cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, or on-site at Oaklawn Sportsbook. And I haven't even mentioned the top-notch entertainment at the Event Center, the world-class Astro Spa, and the amazing restaurants at Oaklawn. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort where there's always nonstop excitement. Visit Oaklawn.com for all the details. We'll see you at Oaklawn.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, it's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Spread across 5 states, Centennial Bank upholds our commitment to the communities we serve through our support of businesses and families. Our tradition of being a good corporate neighbor is one of our top priorities. Through education and support, partnership with our dedicated employees, shareholders, and local boards, and superior customer service, one family and business at a time, we are proud to help our communities thrive. Because that's what being a good neighbor is all about. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Bath Makeover can install a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our year-end blowout sale. Receive half-off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase. And call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports delivered. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at TraderBills.com.
championships going on. Yeah. It was just, and then of course you had the NFL yesterday, and it was just really a fun weekend. A lot of arguments last night about whether Notre Dame should have got in, should Miami have gotten in. There was Hunter Yurachek right there, front and center.
How do you feel about Notre Dame not doing that?
I'm sort of with Herbstreit. I'm like, I get the arguments on both sides, but you presented it now for 3 weeks that you were going to, Notre Dame, you were going to have Notre Dame in there.
They
and also
said that my issue is, Baz, they said they compared those two teams, right? So if they said they had previously compared Miami and Notre Dame, and nothing had really changed, the records remained the same, they had the same common opponents, and they played a game. What changed besides them being ranked? Them being ranked back-to-back with each other. But you'd already told us they'd been compared to each other. So besides BYU sliding out from in between them, what materially changed?
All right, Baz, as I was asking, what is your opinion on this, and what did Herbstreit do? I mean, how do you feel about a team not doing the bowl?
Oh, about Notre Dame not doing it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you saw what happened with Florida State a couple years ago where, they were 13-0, they didn't get in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden they had a lot of players start dropping out, getting ready for the draft, and so they showed it and they got beat 70-0 by Georgia or whatever, and it really, I think, set the program back a year or two, and I think they were afraid that's what they were going to get. They were going to get their star players going. And it also shows you the value of the bowls if you're not in the playoffs anymore. If I'm Notre Dame, whether you like it or not, I sort of get it. I mean, I just know the bowl system. You know how many teams are in bowl games?
How many?
I think it's 82 or whatever it is. I mean, 80. There's only 130 teams in the FBS.
Right. So it's not as elite as it used to be.
Yeah, it's just because you got 41 bowls, So anyway, by the way, we didn't mention Ohio, the teams who get the buys. Ohio State gets a bye. Texas Tech, who what a year they've had. My gosh, they get a bye. Indiana with a very impressive win. We haven't even mentioned it. I think we all can agree, and that's the narrative's been out there. Maybe the greatest 2-year turnaround in the history of the sport.
That was amazing.
Yeah, what Cignetti's been able to do there in 2 years is a team that has been the worst team in the country.
Purdue sucks.
Yeah.
Ohio State sucks.
Yeah,
Michigan sucks.
He said that right off the bat.
Right at the
and I tell you too, Josh, you were there last year, and Roger, you were too. Bryant Haynes, the defensive coordinator from Indiana. He may win this thing. He may win the Broyles Award this year. I mean,
that's what I was going to ask.
Look at what
in the finals.
So you had two defensive coordinators. Ohio State, had their defensive coordinator, and you had Indiana's. The shutdown Ohio State, that ain't easy to do.
No,
Indiana's for real. And so anyway, Indiana gets the bye. And
you called it.
And who else am I leaving out?
Tech,
who am I leaving out here?
It's Tech, Georgia.
Georgia.
And Indiana, Ohio State.
Yeah, and Georgia. My gosh, Georgia. That was Alabama.
Because that defense has not been that good. Has not been that good this year. That was the old Georgia defense.
Yeah, it was impressive. So
my friend Joy Brown from Mississippi, she thinks Mississippi State should have made something. Even though
they did. They got to a bowl game.
Did they really?
They're going to a bowl game. Michael Marion should be happy about that.
Oh my gosh!
And also we got to congratulate Harding. Of course, they're on their way again. Hopefully, a couple more games for a national championship. They have to go on the road to Cusstown. Cause I'm in a Cusstown.
Boston Stampede.
Football in a Cusstown.
They do win it, but it was a close game. It was 34-28. So they're not used to playing close.
There's a nail biter.
Yeah, they had
barn burner.
Well, it really was, Robin. You got to understand when those two teams get together. You know what you have to do, don't you?
What?
You throw away the record book. Okay.
Oh, really?
Throw it away.
Do want to say congratulations to Joe T. Robinson, to Shiloh Christian, to Bryant, and to Cross County for winning, and Cedar Ridge. Now you got Fordyce Mansfield at noon on Saturday, and Elkins versus Dardanelle at 6:30 for 4A. Creed Vega on the carry.
Oh, there you are. It's Apollo's boy.
Yes. All right. Do not go away. Breakfast is served, Rob. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was working real hard on this.
That's right.
Who are these people coming in off the streets to get food?
I don't know these people.
You
buddies. My director.
Look at the guy at the end of the line. Who's that? Do we know him?
My CEO.
No, Chuck.
The guy with the looks like
I told him to eat.
There he is.
He's a promotions guy like me.
He's a good guy. I know that guy right there.
7 o'clock. Don't go away.
I'm married.
1037thebuzz.com. Get your iPhone or Droid app today and take us with you everywhere the wind blows. KABZ Little Rock.
Make your holiday shopping merry and bright at This Little Piggy in SoCo on West South Street in Benton. For the kids, This Little Piggy has everything from infant to tween, clothes, shoes, accessories, and toys they'll love. And at SoCo, treat yourself and check off your gift list with women's fashion from top brands like Barefoot Dreams, Free People, Aviator Nation, Spanx, Oncept, and Beach Riot. Plus stunning home decor and gifts for everyone. They even monogram in store, and gift wrapping is always free. One stop, no stress. This Little Piggy in SoCo, your holiday shopping headquarters. Visit them today in Benton.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz, and Monday, the Zone is on the road. That's right. We're going to be at the School of Math, Science, and the Arts for the Esports Championships. That's right. Parents out there, you're going to have a fun one. We're going to be joined by Trey Biddy, thanks to our friends at Tiretown Point S. Still a lot to talk about with Razorback sports right now. We're going to have our red-white report thanks to our friends at UAMS Health Ortho. Now, make sure you tune in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Where the Hogs hit the hardwood. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
People in the Metro got a good look at the Hog basketball team this weekend, and many say they are excited for what's to come this season. Coach Cal's team took on Fresno State in front of more than 11,000 fans at Simmons Bank Arena this weekend. This was the 26th time Arkansas basketball has played in North Little Rock, and fans were not disappointed. They easily won this one 82-58. And of course, up next for the Hogs is yet another top 25 matchup. They're headed to Dallas, Texas for a showdown against 19th ranked Texas Tech this Saturday. Tip-off is set for 11 a.m. on ESPN2. And the Powerball jackpot is inching closer to $1 billion. Nobody won over the weekend, so tonight's jackpot is up to $875 million. The cash option comes out to $403 million. This is the second largest prize this year. I'm Kara K's Jessica Rockwell for the Buzz Radio Network.
Oakwan Hot Springs presents Oakwan Race Day with Justin Acree and David Wajanati at a special time this Saturday morning at 9. It's your inside track to America's hottest thoroughbred action.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a partly cloudy Monday and kind of chilly, too. Only a high of 45 and a little breezy, a north wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, we expect it to be clear and cold down to 29, but toward tomorrow morning, some fog could be forming. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback baseball color analyst and Drop Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer every Tuesday morning on Morning Mayhem. Rick will share his special take on Razorback sports with the guys each week. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people, the only stop you'll ever have to make for your family's groceries.
Cut through the holiday hustle at Family Market, your one-stop shop for it all. Incredible deals on Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Frito-Lay, and festive treats like Juanita's Peanut Brittle. From pie fixings to your mama's stuffing ingredients and Uncle Tim's green bean casserole that he's going to want a second helping of, Family Market has you covered. Find everything for your holiday traditions at your neighborhood Family Market. In Malvern, Shannon Hills, and Pangburn.
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
From our team at Family Market Stores to your family, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hi, guys. This is the Rocket Roger Clemens. You don't pitch in the majors for 24 years without feeling it later.
Shoulders, elbows, knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do.
That's baseball legend Roger Clemens.
I tried the ice, I tried rest, PT, nothing really worked. When I heard about QC Kinetics, the concept sounded promising. Non-surgical regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself without surgery. Sign me up, just what I needed, real lasting relief.
Whether you're a former pro, a weekend golfer, or just want to walk around pain-free again, QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge technology and natural biologics to help restore and repair damaged tissue.
I trusted them with my joints. Now I'm back doing what I love.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Justin and DJ bring the zone to the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts this morning for the 2025 Esports Championships. Teams from across the state competing to be the state esports champion. The zone in Hot Springs on 103.7 The Buzz.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Elvis Presley Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
7-0 and 7-0 game.
Here are David Bazzell.
Joy Chestnut is back.
Roger Scott.
Well, both of them have passed, one by his own hand.
And Justin Moore.
How big old boy are you? At 7:06 on this Monday, December 8th. What a weekend it was. Plenty of activities going around the state, from Christmas parades, high school state championship, college basketball, both at the Trojans' 20th anniversary of the Jack, and then, of course, the Razorbacks winning over at Simmons Bank Arena. We got to mention, too, some of the things at Simmons Bank Arena. They got another busy week. Sure. Also, we hadn't mentioned the staff ads of the Razorbacks and Ryan Silverfield. We'll get to that here in a second as well. We are here in Little Rock at the Little Rock Marriott, rather. It's the annual Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference, and a gentleman that we've gotten to know a few times in the studio, Buddy Haston, who is the president and CEO of the Arkansas Electric Co-op, is here with us. Good morning, Buddy. How are you?
Hey, great. Good morning.
Great to see you. We were talking a little football during the break, and you're an Auburn man. Went to school at Auburn, graduated with a degree in engineering at Auburn, and so you got the coach that we thought we were going to have, according to Trey Schapp, for a little bit. And how is Auburn feeling about their team?
You go online and you see all these, sort of reactions to news or Twitter and everything else. And so far, it seems like, Auburn Nation's pretty satisfied with the hire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of haters, or trolling. Probably everyone has a little bit of trepidation because, if you go back a couple coaches, Brian Harsin was sort of brought up from Boise.
Yeah.
To, he was an offensive genius.
Guy, you betcha.
The blue field, all the points they were scoring, and that's Auburn was missing an offense. They brought him in. They brought Hugh Freeze in for the same reason. So I think everybody's excited about it. Everybody watched, it's sort of the Lane Kiffin saga.
Yeah, it's all part of that.
As all the dominoes were falling and all that was happening over the weekend. And really, the only loser in all that was Ole Miss, because it was like musical chairs. Everyone got a chair but Ole Miss, because they were the last person to kind of, as on that holdout. They didn't get a chance to get in there and order off the menu of coaches while they were all available, so then they kind of have to scramble.
Was it Chiswick, Malzahn, Harsin, Freeze?
Chiswick, Malzahn, Harson Freeze?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
How about that? It is interesting watching Silverfield. Roger, you did end up seeing him at the game at some point, right?
Did, yeah, absolutely.
So it is amazing. So here's Ryan Silverfield, who really doesn't have a connection to Arkansas, buddy, and all of a sudden, in the last week, he's out in front of 15,000 fans in Fayetteville. He's at the Simmons Bank Arena in front of 11,000, and he's become now, he's the guy. And all of a sudden, Roger, you go, nothing against Memphis, but Memphis is not an SEC school. And all of a sudden, wow, he's like, man, I got a team of social media people following me. Yeah. They got state troopers, and I got Coach Cal and 10,000 fans cheering for me. And you realize you've reached the big time in terms of.
Well, I got state troopers following me. That must be a big deal. It's for your safety. As long as you know that.
So for those who don't know, he ended up retaining Tim Cramsey, not retaining, but bringing over with him the offensive coordinator at Memphis that he's had. Wide receivers coach, same thing, Larry Smith. Strength coach, the same, Noah Franklin. Defense coordinator Ron Roberts, who was at he was at Auburn actually for a couple years before he was at Florida. And so, and I think that's it. Let's see here. A couple analysts and the GM he brought from Memphis. So I guess when he was talking, I was thinking, the special teams coach that he brought from Georgia State, I believe. That was another that we hired that was announced yesterday. But nobody, Roger and Buddy, that just blows you away. Like, right. Wow.
That blows you away?
I don't think there was anybody out there that he would have had me go, wow, great assistant hire. So, listen, I don't care. Do just win. Just win. I don't care who your assistants are. Just get up and win and coach them up.
Listen, I don't care if we get an AI coach. You just got to win. That's all it is now. It's just about winning. Now, you're good with his coordinators coming. That's usually a standard thing. Would you agree?
Yeah, well, he did bring the defense and brought the offense. And so I don't know if the defensive guy hadn't had a chance to look, Josh, but maybe the defensive guy may be up for the job over there. I don't know. I just hadn't had a chance to look. But they did not bring him. And
so it
wasn't complete. Yeah, it wasn't complete. And by the way, too, buddy, I was going to just say, we're here for your winter conference. We were talking to Rob earlier. You guys start this thing on Friday, go all the way to Tuesday. That's a heck of a long conference.
It is. As electric co-ops, one of our kind of founding principles is education and training. So our directors all come in Friday night, they get settled in, and then they go through a full day of training all day Saturday. We bring in instructors.
No play,
right?
Man, you got all these great games going on. You have to study. Oh my gosh! Wow.
And they and we bring in instructors, because they're all on their local co-op boards,
right?
And so, all of them are in their local communities, and they have other professions and other things. Here you are, a board member of basically an electric company, and so these instructors come in and they give them all sort of training on, just training on how to be a good board member, the financials around what we do, what's going on in the industry. So they go through a full day of training. Sunday morning, they have off. A lot of them will just go to a local church here or whatever. And then on Sunday afternoon, we get back at it. We've got some subsidiary companies. We do board meetings and everything else. They do a reception last night where everybody just gets to mingle, and maybe Northwest Arkansas Co-op gets to talk to a Northeast Arkansas Co-op. What's going on in your territory? And then we kick it off today. We bring in speakers like any other conference.
Governor's coming in today?
Governor will be in at 10 o'clock. I think she's definitely the highlight of the agenda.
Sure.
I kick us off actually, my pastor, John Venable, awesome guy.
What church?
New Life Baptist Church, Samples Road out there in Alexander.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you what. Got great man of God. I'm talking about someone that walks the walk, lives the faith.
He gets things started.
He gets us started, and I think that's the right way to go. And then I go first. I used to try to go last because I thought, as a CEO, I should tie everything together.
Right.
But we get feedback forms, and I was shocked. I had this amazing plan.
Well done, sir. Well done.
The feedback was not good.
done.
So what I realized is, maybe some people got a long journey home, and they want to maybe get on the road after lunch or whatever. And so I learned, Buddy needs to go first.
Smart man.
Yeah.
It's cool that you listen.
Yeah.
And we'll see if the feedback is, can we start this thing at the beginning of the week? Listen, I get my magazine, and the thing that I'm glad that I get every year, because sometimes you don't remember, and I need a little bit of some of the tips on how I can save a little bit, too.
That's right.
I appreciate getting some of those.
Especially this time of year,
Totally.
right?
Totally.
Quite honestly, in America, winter has been become the harder season. For decades, it was summer.
Yeah.
Those summer peaks,
Sure.
high lows. But as more and more infrastructure in our country gets shifted to natural gas, away from coal, nuclear plants closing, there's more and more constraints on America's natural gas infrastructure. And so when you get these really cold events, prices, scarcity pricing, and electricity prices are completely tied to natural gas prices now. And so it's cold. So people, your furnace, your heat pump, whatever, it's using more.
Yep.
And then if every kilowatt hour is costing more, it does create those spikes in people's bills. And so we are really focused on how do we reduce that. And so we've got some things we've been doing to reduce what we call volatility in people's electric bills. And we're also really doubling down and investing in what we call energy efficiency, right?
Yep.
We do home audits. Somebody that's got high bills, like, man, how can my electric bill be so high? They can call their local co-op. Every one of these co-ops, you go to their website, they have energy efficiency services.
Use it. I've used it. I've used what you have to come.
And they work, right? They do work.
He needs this at his place. No, they work tremendously. I found out that I have such an airtight house that your guys told me I need to have a few more house plants, because of that, for a little oxygen and stuff in there, because it's airtight to be able to use those things. So those are things you don't even think about.
That's right.
Well, when does you mentioned all the things you're doing? When is the party time? When do you guys get to have some fun? Do you have it? I mean, did you have a Saturday night for an hour or two?
Well, last night they had a reception.
Okay,
so they get to have a little bit of fun. A lot of them will start traveling home today.
Gotcha.
And then we and then some will stick around. About 50 or 60 of them. We have a meeting tomorrow morning, and then the rest of them will head on out across the state.
And we haven't mentioned too. I know you're from Iowa. How about the Penn State with the hiring of Matt Campbell from Iowa State? I think all things considered, where Penn State was looking around saying who we're going to hire at this point, I think getting Matt Campbell is probably a good hire at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa State's not, a Penn State.
Right.
But it's still a legit school, and, they had a lot of success there, so maybe it'll transfer over for the next.
Yeah, were you growing up in Iowa? Were you an Iowa guy or an Iowa State guy?
I grew up a Hawkeye, right?
Okay,
It kind of depends on where you lived in the state.
Yeah.
I was in the southeast corner, maybe about 100 miles from Iowa City, so kind of in that zone of Iowa, everybody's a Hawkeye.
Now, the other thing is that you were a submarine man, nuclear submarine man, for I think 20 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yesterday, I think, was the 84th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. And just get some thoughts from you. Hard to believe. I saw today, Roger, there are only 12 soldiers left alive.
That's it?
They're all over 100. They're all over 100. And none of them were able to get back to Pearl Harbor yesterday, which is understandable.
Well, that may be the first time in a while.
I think it is. First time they've ever had nobody was there.
Yeah, I think a couple things. One, they call that the greatest generation. There's fewer and fewer and fewer of those people left to tell the story.
Yeah.
And it's easy in this day of everything is about the next story tomorrow. People forget. We kind of have short memories.
You bet.
And so, you don't. I mean, that was a very terrible time in the whole world.
Yep.
So it is a little scary that those people won't be around to tell the story, because there will be some people that say, well, that didn't really happen, right? And so that's piece one. I think I watched a movie on Amazon Prime called The Great Escaper, and it's about a World War II veteran. It's British. He was British, who was in a nursing home, and he couldn't get tickets to. They were doing the 70th anniversary.
Is this
D-Day.
Michael Caine?
Yeah.
Is he in that? I'm gonna look at
yes.
it. Yeah. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, and at any rate, he just takes it upon himself to break out of the nursing home and go to this D-Day celebration, and it was a great movie. And so I watched it, Thursday night or something, right before Pearl Harbor, Day, and so it just does remind you how old these folks are getting.
Right.
The sacrifices they made for our country. And then the last thing it always has reminded me of, you say, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? The first thing that comes to my mind is, man, this was the case study that says, as America we've got an entire intelligence network and military. We've always got to kind of like being on the football field, keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
And so always be ready. We should always be prepared. And in long times of peace, sometimes we wonder, do we really need all this military? Do we need this, that, or other? And then you think back to one of those days and go, we always need to be ready.
Absolutely. Michael Caine is in it. I gotta check that
it's
out.
a great movie.
Yeah, I've got to watch that.
My grandfather was at Pearl Harbor, and so I remember I'd gotten home from college, and I realized I had never really talked to him about it. So I called him Paw Paw, and I said, Paw Paw, would you tell me what you remember about Pearl Harbor? He was a quiet guy and didn't talk a whole lot, and so started telling me the story. Talked about how he was knocked out of his bunk. He had slept in that morning, and it literally got knocked out of the bunk. And the ship that he was on, which I can't recall which one it was, tipped. And so he said he was telling me about the chaos that was going on. They didn't know, they were trying to figure out, communications weren't as good, then as they are now. And so, but with the other thing he got emotional telling me is that his mother and father both died in the following weeks. He could not go home to bury them. And he got emotional talking about it, and it just made me realize, golly, the guys who went through that and the things he sacrificed and little things like that he carried 50 years later, 30 years later, whatever it was at the time.
You were lucky he was able to.
Yeah, I was. I was very.
Some don't.
My dad ended up taking him back to Pearl Harbor.
That's awesome.
And for one of the gatherings, and anyway, yeah, it's just obviously, I know with your history that you probably would want to comment on that. And the other thing I wanted to bring up too, speaking of amazing things, is the story of Indiana football. The fact that, for Razorback fans, I've seen a lot of this, Roger, if you look around and if you look at what Indiana's done, it didn't have the biggest recruiting class, doesn't have the biggest portal money, but but Cignetti has gone in there and made that program a winner. They're well coached, well disciplined, got great assistants, and they have pulled the greatest 2-year turnaround in the history of the sport. I mean, it's remarkable.
Oh, yeah. You think about schools and how much they spend on these programs. Indiana, I mean, talk about they got a double coupon day there, right?
Yeah, I mean, they really, they literally were.
They were the second most losing program in the history of FBS.
I mean, listen to that. The second most losing program in the history of college football. 2 years, Roger, remember he did. Roger goes in there at the basketball game at halftime, first introduction.
Purdue sucks. Ohio State sucks. Michigan sucks. Good night, everybody.
And then he also said, if you don't know who I am, he said, I just win. Look, Google me.
Yeah.
Which we remember hearing that thing. Wow, what a cocky dude.
I will say, they have spent on retaining some of those guys, and their defensive line is legit. Those are some serious. Yeah. And the receivers, Baz, they outplayed Ohio State's receivers, which is that's pretty crazy. So they've spent recently, but before that, no, they weren't spending a dime.
Yeah, and I'm curious even now. I wonder what their budget is compared to. I know it's not the same budget of Ohio State or Michigan, but I would be curious to see what kind of percentage they have.
$80 million check a year from the Big Ten. No. So they got some cash.
Yeah, but again, they don't have it on the level as some of the others. And then you look at and Vandy's another one. Vandy has a historic year. I mean, and then how about Duke? We haven't even talked about this. How about Duke? Winning the ACC for the first time out. I mean, I don't remember what year it was, but in football, and Virginia, Tony Elliott just had it right there in front of it. Oh my gosh, it's just brutal. I mean, it's just brutal.
Yeah.
I hate that for him.
They went 90-some yards in 10 plays in a minute to tie the game, and then give up the touchdown immediately and throw a pick on the. That's Chad Morris's kid, Chandler, through the pick.
A horrible play, if I remember right. Wasn't it like a trick play or something?
It's
just Anyway, but that's why we love college football. Days like this weekend, or Saturdays days like Saturday rather, because it makes it interesting. And now you've got the playoffs. We do want to say congratulations to Harding again. Also, congrats to Arkansas Tech, who went to the Heritage Bowl and lost in the last play of the game with a chance to win it. But Harding, I think, got ripped off because I think I don't know exactly sure why, but based on the numbers, I think they expected another home game. And so, but they will take their show on the road, and we're rooting for Paul Simmons.
Of course, no doubt. Anything Arkansas, we're rooting for.
And then there's 2 more state high school championship games this Saturday, and had a bunch this weekend. And I'm glad the weather was cold but not rainy.
Yeah.
It was
great to sit there and watch them.
Yeah,
sit there and watch the game. And of course, then I listened or watched the other game, Lakeside game. until time to go to the basketball game. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool that you had high school going on at War Memorial.
Yeah.
You have Simmons Bank Arena. By the way, Michael Marion says Jonas Brothers tomorrow, Jeff Dunham this Friday. So, and he said he's a Mississippi State fan. He said they're very happy to be in a. And how about that? How about Zach Arnett, the coach they fired in Mississippi State, coming back to be the defensive coordinator, sort of what we did with.
It's happened twice. Brent Pry. Brent Pry is going to be at Penn State or at Virginia Tech for James Franklin.
Yes, that is correct.
You know, I know Meredith had pointed out because I went to pick her up, and then we went to the ball game Saturday. And as we're driving on the interstate, I went, "Wow, it's not that busy."
Right.
But first of all, it's 2:30. Game starts at 3. It's 2:30, and she said that's when she started telling me, "Dad, there's high school games going on. There's parades going on.
Man,
there's
parades like
and
crazy,
I thought, but
man.
still, when we got on 6:30, I don't care what it is, that the new exit ramps and everything the highway department did and all that to make it around, to be able to get around and do all that stuff. Now that's fixed, it's almost unbelievable. It's almost so futuristic to be able to get around there and do all of that. So I'm sure Michael is glad that all that access is available. To be able to get around there with the exits off of Broadway and keep it's amazing.
And this Tuesday night we have the Little Rock Touchdown Club volunteer appreciation dinner at my house, buddy. And I put up a tree for the first time. Actually, Jessica did most of it. My girlfriend put up a tree for the first time in 20 years.
Yeah.
And it is spectacular. We actually have 2 now. We did another 6-footer.
You went 6-footer
because the volunteers are bringing ornaments,
gotcha.
like themed ornaments.
And you can't mess up the 12-footer.
Can't do
the
it.
12-footer. Which Rockefeller Center is calling and going, do you have that? And he's got to have one of those red lights on it for airplanes. That's how tall it is, where he sits on that loft.
It is dangerous getting up on the top of that thing.
It's totally dangerous.
I can see how people fall.
You shouldn't do it by yourself.
Shannon's wife Trish fell, and
to clean up everything, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, because it's on the shape of a tree. You can only get the ladder.
You can only get so close.
You hit the bottom.
Yes.
But if you're reaching to the top, you're almost by definition going to be reaching off that ladder.
Totally going to do that. All right, so here's your deal. 3 things. Number 1, you're not closing it up anymore. You're not closing the
I'm the opener.
Number 2, there's going to be some letters that are going to be coming in going, hey, let's do it on Monday through. There's going to be some, and then there's probably going to be, hey, how about Oakland Casino for a time down there for?
Well, actually, our summer conference 26 will be at Oakland.
I'll be there with you.
Glad you brought that up. Oakland kicks off this Friday, gang. Racing season kicks off this Friday. We will be there. We'll be there. No, not Thursday night. Friday morning, Roger.
Right.
No trivia Thursday night, but we'll be there Friday and Saturday. We'll be making an appearance Saturday as well.
We're making an appearance, Mr. President.
Well,
understand.
Fellas as popular and in demand as you.
Thank you.
Appearances must be made.
Thank you for recognizing. I didn't want to have to say it.
Now, buddy, somebody's saying here. Somebody said I have to correct all you guys. I think that Buddy's talking about the movie The Last Rifleman with Pierce Brosnan.
No. The Great Escaper.
The Great Escaper.
He's right.
So that's wrong, sir. Whoever you are.
And that's okay. Well, you listen. That
this
sounds
might
like
be a
what
great
we need
movie
to watch.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. The Last Rifleman, is that what he said?
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
This Great Escaper, I saw, because I like Michael Caine. And
I do
understand.
too.
Is he going through dementia, or is he getting ready to lose his faculties, or what?
His wife is really pretty much in hospice at the rest home.
Okay.
He's still able to get around, but he's near the end, right? And so they're both pretty near the end of their lives, and it's based on a true story.
Absolutely.
It's not just a movie; it's a true story.
No, gotcha. Yeah.
And this guy became viral and famous because everybody said, one. They had the police and everybody out looking for the guy because he just went missing, and the wife wouldn't tell him that he had escaped to go to the Normandy 70th anniversary.
Great story.
It is a great story.
Gonna have to watch it.
And on those, always at the end of the movie, they kind of give you some snippets. It's just really great.
Have you been to Normandy?
No.
You've got to go.
I've been close.
I've been there.
I've never been to the beaches of Normandy.
Buddy, you got to go. Hey, you know what? Take this conversation next year. Take this conversation
I've never been to Pearl Harbor either. And I know. I was always an East Coast.
Give me your assistant. Give me your assistant.
Listen. You know what? That's it. For next year's conference, Normandy, Omaha Beach.
Yeah.
Listen, I get
Buddy,
so many different things
be blown away.
Social media that keeps showing me the before and after, the then and the now pictures of all those places. It's amazing to be able to see, and I can't fathom any of that sort of thing, but to be able to see this story right here, it's like the movie. What's the movie? And they did 2 of them. It was about the runner who was held captive by the Japanese.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Unbroken?
Yes,
Broken.
Unbroken.
Yeah.
And then the next one after that shows you what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
The great story. Because people had to go, well, we didn't even know this existed. You
Exactly.
know? It's a great story for that guy to be able to do it. And then what happened after, you know.
We'll take a break here. A couple things. One, our friend Candace, one of our faithful listeners, reminded us the Hot Springs Christmas Parade sponsored by the Oakland Rotary is this Monday night, which is tonight.
Yeah.
Starts at 6:30. Right. Someone says, hey, let's put some respect on Joe T. Robinson. We mentioned earlier.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to Robinson State Champion 5A, Shiloh Christian 6A. 7A Bryant dominates Bentonville. Class 2A Cross County, and then Cedar Ridge wins the 8-man. Then you got two more games this weekend: Fordyce versus Mansfield in the 3A, and Elkins versus Dardanelle in the 4A.
Well, we gave a little love, not enough, I guess, but Robinson's great. I love Coach Escola at the time. He's not there.
Yeah, it's his first year coach.
Yeah, first year coach.
Been there. You read the article about him? Yeah, he's been
absolutely.
there for like 20 years or 13 years. Up to Grove, yeah.
But
That's
Escola
right.
was so fantastic.
Yes.
Such a good guy. But hats off to Robinson for doing that. Hot Springs had a team in the championship game with Lakeside. Proud of that. But Chrissy, who cuts my hair, what's left of it, at the Sport Clips in Bryant. She's a rock. I like it.
So this is Bing Crosby and Boy. Yeah, that's you recognize it, buddy. We'll let that take us to break. Don't go away at 7:30.
Who's the best? David who?
Boy. One of the two. It's one of the two.
Depends on what side of Saline County you're on. Who are your boy?
All right.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
This is Sports Center.
Quite the weekend at War Memorial Stadium. 5 state championship trophies were handed out in football. First, last Thursday night, Cedar Ridge scored 70-plus points on Woodlawn to take the 8-man championship game. The Friday day game saw Cross County pick up their second state championship as a school with a 20-14 victory over East Point Set County. Then, Bryant takes care of Bentonville on Friday night to go back-to-back in 7A under Quad Sanders. On Saturday, during the day, Joe T. Robinson beats Lakeside. They cap off their undefeated season as 5A state champions. And then finally, a historic night in the 6A title game. Greenwood hadn't lost in 3 years, and Shiloh Christian does the job. 70-50, the Saints in the highest scoring game in Arkansas high school football state championship history.
Weather
I'm
from
Josh
the
Neighbors
Fletcher
for the
Weather
Buzz
Center
Radio
with
Network.
KARK's Pat Walker.
Pretty chilly today and a little breezy too. Partly cloudy and a high of 45 degrees. Tonight, clear and cold, dropping down to 29. Some fog also will be possible overnight toward our Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 56. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Hey, y'all, Roger Scott. And as someone in recovery, let me tell you, life after addiction feels pretty darn good. And there's a place right here in Arkansas helping folks find that same feeling. Peak State Recovery in Perrin. This isn't your typical rehab. It's bright, it's uplifting, and it's built to help you come alive again. They've got yoga, meditation, art therapy, fitness programs, even saunas and massage chairs. Yeah, now that's detox done right. And get this, they'll come pick you up anywhere in the state of Arkansas. And with most major insurances, a lot of the times, treatment is going to be completely covered, meaning it costs you nothing. Peak State Recovery blends medical treatment with real-life wellness. So you don't just get sober, you get strong. confident you're ready to roll. If you're ready to turn things around, call Peak State Recovery at 501-881-2087. That's 501-881-2087. Or visit peakstaterecovery.com. Your comeback starts right now. Peak State Recovery, healing the whole person.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience. This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at buzzautodeals.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
The guys aren't perfect, so if you hear them say something wrong, let them know at 501-661-1037.
I love those J-I-N-G-L-E bells. Oh, those holiday J-I-N-G-L-E bells.
7:34 on this Monday, December 8th. Who's this, Raj?
I'm doing this for Sammy, baby. Who is it? Here we go.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
That's the chairman of the board.
You got
Frank
it,
Sinatra.
baby. Sammy never got to do the Christmas, baby.
We are here at the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference. We have Buddy Haston, the president and CEO of the Arkansas Electric Cooperative.
Sticking around with us. Nice.
An Iowa native, a Navy man, and also an Auburn man as well. So we won't hold that against you.
You're talking about the Navy, and you were talking about your grandfather.
Yes.
Being in Pearl Harbor. And then talking with Rob earlier about how when I was a kid, I remember the meter guy coming around. And I don't think, and then it went from meter guy to estimations on what you might use from past and all that. And now Rob can look on his phone and see what my usage is and that sort of thing. So to your point about you being on a nuclear sub, that's correct, right?
That is correct.
Compared to what was there in 1941, can you give me an idea?
Yeah, two things. One, the technology of a nuclear sub. I mean, the whole reason we, developed nuclear power into a submarine is because the Achilles heel of those U-boats back in the day, was they had diesels and they had to come up for air.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment you're vulnerable. Planes flying over looking for submarines. You're on the surface. That's when you're vulnerable, right? So nuclear became the answer because in a modern Virginia-class submarine, they build the reactor core, they put it in the submarine, and it powers the submarine for its entire life. Over 30 years, it'll go a million miles plus. Yeah. And so now you can just be underwater indefinite. And now detection of a modern-day submarine is one of the hardest things in the world.
Have you been watched the latest Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise in AI?
I have not watched the newest one yet.
Well, let's just say the submarine is a very important part of that.
Very important part. One of our favorites is Hunt for Red October.
Oh, yes.
Now listen, don't destroy us. Let legend become fact. Unless you can say, boys, I'll just leave it at that. That pinging and trying to hear some of that stuff did you watch that movie?
Oh, I've seen it many times.
Would you say that's a good one or no?
It's a good one. I mean, obviously, Hollywood always wants to spice things up a bit.
Concur.
Yeah, so the some of the Sean Connery navigating the canyon type stuff, that might be a bit of a stretch.
Sure, okay. But, all right, very good. Excuse me, Hunt for Red October.
No.
You said concur.
Crimson Tide. Which one's better? I need to know.
Crimson Tide as well.
Same thing.
Same thing.
One's better?
Which one?
Same
Which
thing.
one's better?
I think Hunt for Red October.
Oh, okay.
Because real U.S. submarines were used in the filming of that movie.
Okay.
The USS Dallas was the U.S. submarine. You remember they shot a torpedo at them and they had to surface really quick? That's a real video of a real U.S. submarine popping out.
Do you remember the scene with Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman? Would that have ever? I mean, it would ever have come to that? No,
I would say no.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it was great theater.
It's great theater, and clearly sometimes the message was about how dangerous it is to have these weapons because this thing could happen, right? But in real world of how those things get communicated and transpire and everything else, there's a whole lot more protections than a half-typed-off email. Does that make sense?
So as close as I can get to that verification and the concur and all that is the double verification of my Amazon password.
That's right.
When it sends me that other, are you sure this is what you want to do? Is this you? Yes, I concur.
Well, mine would be Facebook. How long? What's the longest you'd ever been underwater without surfacing?
102 days.
Good Lord have mercy! Are you serious?
Has a heart attack.
Wow, 102 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, whereas mentally, did it tax you at any time? To where like, oh guys, I got to get up and breathe regular air or see the sunshine.
So, in back when I was doing submarine stuff, it's a very unique world. Part one, there aren't that many crew members on board, and there's a lot to do.
Okay.
So anyone that's ever been, even if you took your sailboat out in the ocean, 24 hours a day, you got to be watching out. So it's constant activity.
Okay.
So one, you're so busy, it's hard to kind of lay around and sort of just soak in your thoughts.
3 months.
Right, yeah. Right. Two, you're on an 18-hour day. And so what happens is the whole day of a submarine underwater, we go on watch for 6 hours. So I might have been back in the engineering spaces in the reactor control room for 6 hours. Then I would get off and then do my job, paperwork, maintenance, training, all that kind of stuff. And then ideally I would get 6 hours to rest and then do it again.
Right.
You never get 6 hours to rest.
Right.
That's the problem. So you're always really tired. And then that cycle repeats, and so what it does, the human body is on a 24-hour diurnal cycle. That's how
what kind of cycle is that?
They call it the diurnal cycle.
Watch it now.
Yeah. So when you get in this 18-hour cycle, it sort of breaks connection to that, and then at some point you only know what time of day it is. Mm-hmm. When you get up and wander in and you're wiping the sleep out of your eyes, and you sit down at the table to eat. Whatever food they're putting in front of you is the only way.
That's how.
You know what time it is.
Holy.
Because the other thing, all the military is on what we call Zulu time, right?
Sure.
So in America, Zulu time is Greenwich Mean Time over in the UK.
We know.
Yeah. So we're so many time zones away.
Yes.
So so that we don't have the wrong time on missile strikes or the wrong time on things, everyone shifts to Zulu time.
That's key.
Well, when we leave and go out, we'll shift clocks to Zulu time.
Uh-huh.
And so you may get up and it's 6 a.m. on the submarine, but it might be 2 in the afternoon.
Zulu.
Because remember,
I want to be on Zulu time.
We're in a different place in the world than we're not in that spot.
Yes.
So that's another thing. So it breaks. You get all these things that break your connection to the normal sun comes up, sun comes down. And then you just get into a grind. And then you look up and it's been 100 days.
So it's 100 days. How much leave do you get to come out of that?
We pull in for maintenance, and then when we might pull in, for a port, and we may be in port for 4 or 5 days, and then we go back out. Because remember, you kind of do these 6-month deployments.
Sure.
But you know what's remarkable is the fact that the submarine stays underwater for that long. It never surfaces for 3 months. How many servicemen are on board?
When you're on a deployment like that, and I was on a what they call a fast attack submarine.
Yeah.
So the not the big missile subs. I'd say 125 people.
Okay.
It depends on the missions that we're doing. Different missions require different types of people.
Right.
So, but 125 is a good estimate.
And the sleeping areas are probably very confined, probably pretty small, right? I would think.
Yeah, we do something on a submarine called hot racking.
Okay.
And so we don't have enough beds for all the people.
Okay.
So everybody doesn't have their own bed.
Oh,
and
boy.
So 3 guys will share 2 beds. And when
3 guys, 2 beds. So we're head to feet.
No.
Do you go by size? Because I'm a littler guy.
When you're on that 18-hour cycle, remember somebody's always on watch, and so you take your bedding off the mattress, store it, and then the next guy comes and sleeps. So they call it hot racking because the last guy slept on it and it's still warm, and then you put your bedding down.
Oh yeah, he is. That sounds nasty.
And then what we do is down in the torpedo room, we'll take where there should be 4 torpedoes, we'll just won't unload those. And they make special trays that we put mattresses on, and then some of the sailors have to sleep down in the torpedo room.
Wow.
And there's when you say no privacy, imagine just putting a mattress on this table right here and having everybody walking around and you're trying to sleep. That's what it's like for those guys.
Listen, your mental capacity for discipline, it has to be quite amazing. There's nothing you can't handle.
Is the food like this? If you were to pick I can't wait to have this food, or did that even come into play?
The food is amazing on a submarine. One of the things
Steven
they do.
Seagal.
One of the things they do to really, make life bearable is that we get really, really good food.
Cool. But think about this: you have enough food for 3 months. Think of the food storage just alone right there. Yeah, I mean it's
we load so much food. So everybody has different jobs throughout their time. One of my for like a year, I was the ship's diving officer, and so. Like a scuba diver puts weights on to be neutrally buoyant.
Right.
We do the same thing on a submarine. Well, we have to load so much food that our normal ballast tanks and the normal amount of water that we bring on to sort of level the ship out to make it neutrally buoyant, we get so much food on, we almost, that's the only limiting factor. We can weigh the submarine down so much with food that we can't get enough what I'd call variable ballast. We need to be able to move around. And so when you get on board a submarine before it goes out on one of these long missions, everywhere you look, every surface area of the floor is full of number 10 cans.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we'll put rubber mats down, and the biggest danger is
sliding.
The biggest danger is when the cooks are in a hurry. And they run back and say, hey, I need 3 cans of green beans. And so they go get 3 cans of green beans. They just lift up the rubber mat and pull it out, and then they lay the rubber mat down. Then we have a fire drill, and you're running to the fire, and somebody
hole in the mat.
Now there's a hole, right?
Hole in the mat.
Yeah. So then you step in that hole and go down, and then you're looking for that cook that took those cans. I'll tell you that.
Yes. What do you do? Well, how do you fill the hole?
Well, they got to move stuff around.
But they're in a hurry. Okay.
You know how it is. People don't always.
I'm looking for the chef.
People don't always put their trash in the trash can. People don't always move the cans around so there's not a hole down.
People just doing people.
People doing people things.
So there's a scene where Denzel is he's exercising. He's running around the submarine. How is that? Is that real? How do y'all get exercise down?
So technically, on an Ohio class submarine, these things are bigger than people think. An Ohio class submarine is 542 feet long, and it's 42 feet in diameter. So that's like a 4-story office building, longer than a football field.
Yeah, that's massive.
It's pretty good size.
Massive.
Wow. But it's all full of equipment and machineries. But on a ballistic missile sub like what Denzel was on, in the missile compartment where the big boys are, it's open enough. Sometimes, it ain't far. When you go and run indoors, it's sort of annoying because you got to run around the gym 200 times.
Yeah.
Well, it's even more annoying there because you got to run around 1,000 times, but you can run.
Have you? I think we asked you this last time, and we're visiting with Buddy Haston, who is the president of Arkansas Electric Co-ops. Have you been to the submarine over here?
I've not been to the Razorback, but I've been to some other older.
You've got to. I'm sure you. Well, you don't have to because you've been on. Probably,
but I do.
Lived
to take my grandkids down there.
Compared to what it is, it's probably pretty basic compared to what you had.
But I have been on some World War II, tour boats. That have been put in. I will say that modern day submarines, when you think about where the people sleep, not much different.
Yeah, same.
Very same. What is different is all the technology, the control rooms and the electronics and all that kind of stuff is vastly different. But the people spaces
Still has to be that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
it's got to be pretty small.
Well, when we went out to San Diego, and we got on a couple of those. You remember that, don't you?
yeah.
It was
Oh, yeah.
very, very tight.
Well, let us say again, Roger, but thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, well,
thank you very much.
We have to let you go because it's 7:47 Zulu time.
Oh, yeah.
I concur.
Buddy, always great to see you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you,
Congrats
guys.
on a great week you've had, and hope today goes great. And thanks for having us out.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming down
Thank
this morning, adding a little life to the party. So
Awesome.
thank you.
Thanks. All right,
care.
Buddy Haston. We'll come back and we'll check our messages. I like the little Yellow Submarine.
That's right. That's
very
that's
nice.
for the
Only
that's
submarine song out there,
That's the
right?
only one I know.
You concur?
I concur.
All right, don't go away. 7:48 Zulu time. Live racing is back at Oaklawn this weekend. The holiday racing season kicks off Friday, December 12th through January 4th. Don't miss opening weekend, December 12th through the 14th. And live racing every weekend in December. Plan your trip now at Oaklawn.com. And while you're watching the ponies, get in on the action with the Oaklawn Sports app. Follow my picks on college football playoffs, NFL playoffs, and NBA in-season tournament. There's never been a better time to bet. Download the Oaklawn Sports app today and score up to $1,000 in bonus bets for new customers. Plus, enjoy a 10% profit boost on qualifying parlays. Bet football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and more. If you can name it, you can probably bet on it. Funding is so easy with ACH transfers, cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, or on-site at Oaklawn Sportsbook. And I haven't even mentioned the top-notch entertainment at the Event Center, the world-class Astro Spa, and the amazing restaurants at Oaklawn. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort where there's always nonstop excitement. Visit Oaklawn.com for all the details. We'll see you at Oaklawn.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Arkansas's larger-than-life experience is back with a holiday twist. It's time to let it glow, let it glow, let it glow with Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo. Join us from November to January when dazzling lights and holiday magic come alive after dark. Discover a joyous new season with brand new installations that makes Animal Kingdom adventures with Winter Wonderlands. Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo is merrier and brighter than ever. Presented by Be Well Arkansas Department of Health. Get your tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know. Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
It's that special time of year when the joy of the holiday season is all around us. And speaking of joy, remember, a gift card from any Family Market location makes the perfect gift for anyone in your family. And it's just the right size for any stocking stuffer. Amidst all the Christmas carols, eggnog, cookies, and mounds of presents, may your heart be filled with the contentment that the season brings. From Family Market to you and your family, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Chestnuts roasting.
Join Morning Mayhem Tuesday at This Little Piggy and SoCo in Benton, your holiday shopping headquarters. This Little Piggy has all you need for the kids, clothes, shoes, and toys they'll love. And at SoCo, you can take care of the lady in your life with fashion from top brands. Morning Mayhem Tuesday at This Little Piggy and SoCo on South Street in Benton.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 7:52. You just joined us. We're here at the Marriott, downtown Marriott, Little Rock, the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference. Fascinating discussion with Buddy Haston. If you missed it, just the insight of 3 months underwater, just remarkable.
Well, I mean, just a remarkable dude. As we were speaking off camera, or off air, just a different cut.
Yeah, no question about it.
I
know
learned
we got
so
a lot
much
of
the
myths.
last 20 minutes.
I know,
really,
man.
It's really educational.
I know it. So just hearing that, I mean, I just can't imagine being underwater for a week, much less 3 months.
Dude, I was stir crazy having COVID.
We have another guest that's here with the co-ops, the Arkansas Electric Co-ops, and it's a guy that you probably recognize his name, Jason Allen, former 4-year Letterman quarterback at Arkansas in 1991 and 1994. Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, my man. And, of course, you're good friends with a good friend of ours, Wes Sutton. You're a great man of faith, and have been, and that's one of the great things about you. Came from Edmond, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Played ball at Arkansas. So you got did you get Jack Crow?
I did.
Was Jack Crow your first year?
He was. Jack Crow.
You didn't get Hatfield. You got Jack Crow, and for 1 year, it was 2 years.
2 years.
And then you had Danny for 2.
Danny the rest of the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You lived through and played through some interesting
stuff.
Something that will never
Did your faith bring you through that, or did you become faith right then?
Grew heavily, leaned on the faith hard. That's right.
I mean, you experienced something that will never happen again. Is that Frank Broyles fired a coach after 1 game. Now, listen, it's creeping back towards that way now, but most coaches are going to get 5 games maybe.
Yeah.
But 1 game. And so that has to be something that when you look back at, you go, how in the heck, what was going on back then?
Oh, yeah, that's not something I like to rehash,
yeah.
if you will. But, yeah, it was a marker in Razorback football. We often talk about that time. I often defer it to basketball because we were really good in basketball back then. But, no, I mean, the next week after all that happened, I was the quarterback that started the first SEC game on record at South Carolina, and we played out of our minds and beat them 45-7.
And that was who was the coach then? That was
so we had Kynes was our interim
coach. Interim coach. That's
right.
Joe
Joe Kynes.
Yeah.
And then several weeks later, Danny Ford came to be a consultant. They ended up getting the job next year. So crazy. Yeah. Crazy, right?
And it was 94. Of course, that was obviously a great year for basketball. But didn't you have a great year 1 year?
Well, 91. So I was quarterback the last year in the Southwest Conference.
Right.
So,
wow. Is that it? Oh, that's a great trivia question.
So last
year,
quarterback for the Hogs.
So here in Little Rock, we beat Texas.
I remember.
So a boy from Oklahoma, growing up going to OU Texas games, I had this kind of stigma in my mind about the mighty Texas Longhorns, right?
Yeah,
now, Arkansas had its own history, right? But Oklahoma, I grew up around that. So that day playing was a great memory.
Yeah, matter of fact, didn't you guys have cotton or?
Yeah, we did. We go into the locker room, and Coach Crow, we're celebrating. He's like, they hadn't left the field. The fans are still out there. Go back. And we went back out on the field for an encore, and I got pictures of 55,000. They hadn't left.
That was the last game in Southwest Conference history there at one. I didn't realize it was Texas. And looking back, I remember seeing you guys. Somebody had a picture of cotton in their mouth.
That's right.
Makes sense to be
That's
Texas.
right.
Yeah. How cool is that?
So we had a lot of things going, momentum, right? And everybody hated. We got abused every away game, right, that year because we were leaving the conference.
Right.
Yeah.
We had a week off. We actually got ranked for the first time that year. And then Baylor comes in at number 15. We were 24. They were 15. Grant Taft still there. They had a great defense. J.J. Joe, quarterback. Santana Dotson. You may remember.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
And that's when I tore my knee. Picked up a first down, tore my knee, and ended that year.
Yeah.
And I honestly never really came back to normal till my senior year.
Yeah.
it was a little late at that point. But
Who were your offensive coordinators and coaches?
So I had a few. So I was recruited. Charlie Weatherby recruited me.
Okay,
really,
remember that name?
Under Jack Crow. Right. And back then, Houston was our receivers coach.
Oh wow, how about
so that's
that?
Where I got
Didn't remember that at all.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow. He was awesome, by the way, as a receiver.
I bet you would.
Some of our favorite memories were we'd go in, and back then we signaled all our plays in.
Oh.
And with his sign language ability, it was hilarious.
He needed to do it. Somebody told me you said he needed to do it faster.
It was comedy, man. It was great times, right? But so I don't remember. Jack Crow was a coordinator. I think between him, Weatherby, and Nutt, that was kind of how they worked. Then Greg Davis came in. Went to the University of Texas.
Hold it right there because we want to talk more. We got a little break. Can we get you a few more minutes?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think we got Bill Vickery as well. Do not go away. Fun stuff here on a. What was recapping a crazy, fun weekend?
Great, a lot of sports going on.
Yes.
And then this guy, fascinating to have him with us now.
Yes. All right, don't go away. 8 o'clock here in Little Rock.
Duck season is just around the corner. Is your boat ready for the blind? Don't let a breakdown ruin your hunt. Bring your War Eagle duck boat to the pros at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports. We offer full service from oil changes and lower unit lube to tune-ups, lighting, trailer maintenance, and more. If you're looking for a new rig, check out our full line of War Eagle boats along with Suzuki, Yamaha, and Mercury outboards. Even better, buy a new War Eagle boat in November and get a free pair of Sitka waders. Visit us in Hot Springs or Little Rock or online at TraderBills.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Bath Fitters. Get the tub or shower you deserve with no gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at bathfitterlittlerock.com.
There are no Grinches here. Well, maybe a couple.
Even if I wanted to go, my schedule wouldn't allow it.
103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
But what would I wear?
Heifer Ranch hosted its annual Turnip for Hunger event this weekend, benefiting the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance. They estimate more than 10,000 pans of turnips will be harvested, which will help people around the state who don't know where their next meal comes from. The turnips picked from the farm will be donated to food banks around Arkansas. Project Zero hosted their annual Candyland Christmas event this weekend. Project Zero helps children in foster care find their forever families. The event was all about bringing Christmas to those who may not get it this year. The kids were treated to holiday food, music, and most importantly, a visit from Santa. This was helped put on by the Every Child Arkansas group, which is a group of a collective 20 organizations around Arkansas. They also take part in finding the kids a forever home. I'm KRK's Jessica Rockwell at the Buzz Radio Network.
The Knights of Columbus, fraternal organization of Catholic men, who remind you to remember Christ and Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Knights of Columbus.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a partly cloudy Monday and kind of chilly too. Only a high of 45 and a little breezy, a north wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, we expect it to be clear and cold down to 29, but toward tomorrow morning, some fog could be forming. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Morning Mayhem on location on Wednesday with their good buddy Steve Brown from Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. The guys will be getting you ready for the end of the year and new auto loan special that starts on December 15th. Alcoa has one of the most competitive auto loan interest rates and is now serving 15 counties in central Arkansas.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They're a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience. This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at buzzautodeals.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Bath Makeover can install a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our year-end blowout sale. Receive half-off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Scrumptious holiday food. If you give in, you get out to either the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. 50% off the joining fee from now till December 31st. And in the year 26, people will witness the fitness.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. I know you're stuck on what to get her for Christmas. Hey, I got your back, and your legs, and your face, and your arms, and your shoulders, and your neck. How about a relaxation massage or a whole spa package? For $125, she can get a 30-minute facial, a 1-hour massage, and time in our Himalayan salt infrared sauna. Go to avabelladayspa.com. Merry Christmas from Ava Bella Day Spa.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oakland Hot Springs Studios.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Here are David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
All right, it is 8:06 on this Monday, December 8th. We're at the Little Rock Marriott where the Arkansas Electric Co-op is having its Winter Directors Conference. We've already had Rob Rodell and Buddy Haston on. Jason Allen joins us now, Chief Commercial Officer for the company. Good morning, Jason.
Good
again.
Morning, guys.
Formally introduce you, and also Bill Vickery joins us. Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Good morning.
What a great weekend, Raj, it was. We spent the first couple hours talking about this past weekend, guys. You had the high school state championships going on, semifinals. You got the game at Simmons Bank Arena, the Jack. You had so many cool things. You had college playoff, football playoff controversy there. You got NFL going on, and really a great time. I know a lot of folks were listening a minute ago, Jason. You talk about the Texas game. One of the guys says here, I was at that game where 55,000 fans didn't leave. I remember rushing the field when the team came back out. So, and Bill, you said you remember that game too.
Oh, yeah, remember it vividly because didn't somebody carry you off? Weren't you up in the air? Didn't you have? I have this image in my mind.
Yes,
of you being,
yes.
being
and there's
probably
pictures. I still had a mullet back then.
Carried off the field.
I came off soon after that. But
what a great win, great time.
Now, since you're here, why don't you tell us exactly what you're doing now? Because this is an interesting thing. Raj, I don't know if you heard him. But he used to work with Scott Bull too, Bill. Yeah. I mean, my goodness. And so, so you've been here for 2 years?
2 years.
What are you doing here?
So chief commercial officers, you said, and so there's really two distinct companies within the group. Buddies over both.
Right.
My boss. So there's the power generation side. Sell wholesale power to our co-ops here in Arkansas. Our side, we sell materials. So we sell transformers, conductor, poles. Hardware, tools, lighting, all the things from a substation that go into your communities, that basically all the materials for the grid. But we also have over 200 people in our construction and our right-of-way crews, and we serve a 5-state area, so not just here in Arkansas, which is about 35% of the business, both Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi, and Louisiana.
So is that why when you're serving a 5-state area, if a state needs your assistance, you go that way?
Absolutely.
Are you just in that 5 states?
Yeah, just
somebody else has the okay.
Yep. So there are people like us around the country that have certain states, and that way all the cooperatives, when these were started, all the cooperatives have coverage for materials and services.
Okay.
Right? Now we're a little different than some of the others in a good way. We're very distinct because we're part of a G&T as well.
And you know what the others have that you need to bring. I got you.
Yeah.
And Bill, you some of your work overlaps.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, from a political side, but you cannot underestimate the importance of the co-ops, that system in the state, what they do, how they service. We have, and not to go down a rabbit hole, and I know it's boring, but we have some of the lowest power rates of any state in the nation, which is why all these data centers are looking to move here now, which is good for us because that. But so, and as a result of that, if you have consistency where the power's always on, and I know when it goes out, it's never a good thing, but we have a consistent level of power. We have really inexpensive rates. Nobody likes to pay the light bill. Believe me, I remember many discussions around the dinner table of how expensive the light bill is. But when you look at other states like New Jersey, they literally had a whole governor's race about power rates and how can we bring them down, and it's out of control, and people pay more in their electric bill than their home payment. We really do have a great system in the state. Hats off to these guys, and they do a great job at the co-ops.
It's funny, Jason, we were talking with Roger and I, the same thing. Roger brought up, and I've forgotten about this. Bill, you remember back in the old days, to where, if you get your bill paid on time, you got the old shut-off notice, and you would get it shut off, Jason, and here's the big thing. They made you pay the reconnection fee. I always would get you bums. You had to pay that.
Curious, everybody here has been on one of those budgets in life. That, you got to count down to the penny, your checking account and all that. I mean,
I forgot.
Did you ever put the electric bill in the gas company envelope?
Never did that
and the
part.
Gas bill and the electric, so that way when you got it, oh my God!
Very good play.
Smart move. Buy an extra 10 days. 10 days.
You
for
just
that one
you mess up the number and the writing. I didn't do the other one.
Write the check with red ink. That's another. That's another one.
That's another.
Man, we're getting deep here.
You had to extend out.
Absolutely.
I could do some work with the federal budget.
No doubt.
Let's just pay our bills.
Now, let me say this, Josh, too. Roger's been around me enough, and so has Bill. But it's guys like Jason Allen. I'm just going to tell you that, when you play ball and you have a team and you get to know your teammates, pretty early on when you're around a guy like Jason that this dude, no matter what he does down the road in the future, 25 years from now, is going to be successful.
Sure.
Just solid guy. Bill, he's also been FCA. Of course, you called it something different back then, but just really a rock-solid guy, a rock-solid teammate. Hadn't changed a bit.
Appreciate that.
I'm kind of curious because in business, because you played the lessons that you learned playing football, especially, in your position as quarterback, and those lessons translate in life later on. It's a cliche when we talk about sports, but they are important because the lessons and the tools that you develop pay dividends for you later on.
Absolutely. I often tell people football was my military. So, like, you talk about Buddy's story, very different. I mean, obviously another level, right? But it was my military. I mean, it basically, you go, you're in such a formal time. You're 18. I redshirted, got out when I was 23. Those 5 years were pivotal.
Structure. And you mentioned, you tore your ACL. In the Baylor game. I think I was there at that game, and I remember thinking, oh man, again, something you have to come back and fight back from. Nothing that everybody in life goes through adversity, but you do it when in the setting of a football structure and. There are teaching lessons out of it.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of character building in that. But I wouldn't trade my time with U of A. I came from Oklahoma. The culture here was distinctly different. I thought it was just I love the people of Arkansas. I love the tradition, of course. Then going into the SEC back then, there's a lot of things that were exciting. Met my wife. We'll be married 31 years in January. Very proud of that.
Very nice.
She's from Springdale. So
okay.
I got married a Northwest Arkansas girl.
Now, we were talking earlier, too, the 92 team. I don't know if you went to Roger or Bill, if you went to that game in 92 when you played Alabama here. It was the most ferocious defense I've ever seen. That was that was our first introduction to SEC, and I remember it was 3rd down and 20 the first series. I think we went backwards. And they had 2 first-round All-American defensive ends. I mean, they were absolutely loaded. I just remember, welcome to the SEC.
Yeah, that was it was Dave and Goliath. I mean, when I broke the huddle, I remember the first play. And when our linemen, I was walking to the line of scrimmage, and the linemen get down, I was like, you got to be kidding me. You got to. You're right. Both defensive ends went in the first round.
First round, yeah.
One was 6'4", 300. One was 6'7", about 280.
Yeah, they were massive.
But they were very fast.
Yeah. And who was the inside linebacker that was so good? What was his name?
There was. I remember the secondary because I was like, where do I throw the ball? George T, Antonio Langham.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. They had an inside linebacker, 55. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, they were so good. And like I said, and you have some good memories. And of course, talk about the game changing. We were saying earlier, too, that maybe the greatest story we've seen ever in college football was what's happened in Indiana. Right. And it gives us maybe some hope, that maybe we'll never reach what happened there, but at least gives us hope that it could happen. We could be better. We could be competitive.
Yeah, we need hope now. We need hope.
We need Andy Dufresne.
Now, you've also worked with Scott Bull, for those that don't know.
Was Razorback Thomas linebacker?
No, what Thomas? I don't know.
No,
Thomas
already
gone.
Yeah.
Thomas
he was before.
Yeah, Thomas was already gone. Yeah, I think it was. I can't think.
Was it Willie McGinnis? No,
it wasn't. It was an All-American linebacker. It wasn't a guy, but he just was a great linebacker.
It was 55. I remember because when I had that big knee brace on, when he tackled me, I got up and it was bent, and it was never the same.
Hey, how you doing? 661-103.
Do you see the celebrity that is David BAZZEL?
He is.
That is honestly, he can't go to the bathroom without people knowing.
Scott Bull, we were talking about. You got a chance to work with Scott. Scott was one of the great Razorbacks of all time.
Absolutely,
too.
Yeah. I've gotten a chance to work with and for some great men. Scott was obviously one of those. Got me in the business, taught me so much, learned, and more than just business. I mean, life. Leading a family and this, that, and the other, and
you're still involved with the Razorbacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing with them.
So I'm the chairman of the board for the FCA on campus there. Cortez and Alex McCraney, great couple, lead that ministry to the athletes on campus. Think about that. All these athletes coming and going today, getting paid money. There's a lot of challenges, stresses, and opportunity to really speak into their life that way, and so FCA's there for them and meets them where they are. And
what do you think, Jason? We're visiting with Jason Allen. If you just joined the show, what do you think about how the game's different with transfer portal and money and all that, especially since you've got some involvement?
Hard to wrap your mind around. I'm sure I've heard you talk about it a little bit, but man, I couldn't imagine dealing with the kinds of things that they're dealing. I listened to Coach Cal the other night. He was here in Little Rock talking about the things he's telling his player, and these guys are millionaires, right? Now football's not the same way,
right.
But there's so many challenges, and I talked to Houston not long ago about, he spoke to SMU and how they handle paying all the players a set fee, which I think that's pretty ingenious by Rhett.
Right.
And then they go out and get NIL deals. That's kind of on them, but they pay the team the same versus when you get in the locker room and your quarterback's at a making $1 million and your right guard's making $20,000 or whatever the difference is, right? Yeah. And how to build team around that is incredible. So it leads me to think, how do you get into coaching today, and what makes a coach successful today versus 30 years ago, where you're like, Coach Ford, he said, you can be a GA. I want you to come on and be a GA. Well, there were only so many GA spots back then. And think about how hard it is to make it in coaching. And that's why when I think about the new coach, and there's a lot of mixed opinion on that, he's mid-40s,
right?
Yeah. How he was not a college player,
right? Yeah.
So to grind your way to where he is and be making $2.5 million at Memphis, I got to go. The body of work there. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah. What did you think about Danny Ford?
I loved Danny Ford. Now there were some things about Danny Ford I hated at the time. 2 years ago, I was one of my last business trips at Pace, my former company. I went out to Carolina. I called Coach Ford. And he met me on campus there at Clemson, and he came straight off the farm. He was dirty, smelled like he'd been working on the farm.
Wow!
And it was just Coach Ford, classic, but full of people were coming up to him, talking to him, and he taught me a lot. Just that there are no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts in life. You roll up your sleeves and go to work. And that's the way he lived.
He seemed to be a great evaluator of talent. Obviously, he left Houston. And, Bill, you missed it, but Houston was the wide receivers coach with Jason. How about that at the time?
Yep,
so that had to be a lot of fun to he said he was doing his signs were sign language signs.
Fast. Couldn't keep up.
But he could – obviously, you guys had some pretty darn good athletes. Isaac Davis was one of the great Razorback offensive linemen there.
Yep. There was some – Mark Henry was our center. Lindy Lindsay tied in.
Who was your best defensive player when you were –
So Henry Ford. And the reason I know that, the very first scrimmage.
Remember him?
I got
he
played for the Tennessee. He played 11, 12 years in the league. Henry Ford ear-holed me, and I didn't see it. I was cutting back up the middle, and I wasn't that fast like Quinn.
Right.
But I got hit so hard that I laid on the ground, and they stopped practice, gave him a awarded jersey, and they just pushed me off to the side. That was my introduction to football my freshman year.
And I think he's probably second or third all-time sack leader, I think. But what do you think about the rules?
Rayleigh Johnson.
Rayleigh Johnson played for the Chargers.
Mark Smith, linebacker.
Yeah, kid out of Missouri.
We had some great – we did. We had some really good Steve Conley. But with some really good ones.
Yeah, the cousin of
Conley Jr.
What do you think about the rules now protecting quarterbacks? Like it?
Oh man, I want these guys to feel the pain I felt. Right, dude, they hit us in practice.
Yeah,
under Coach Ford, there was no colored jersey. They hit you.
Went on, no touch.
That's why I'm feeling some of this stuff right now.
Now, but so you're still living up there, and right?
No, I live in Little Rock. So when I took the job here at the Co-op, AUCI, I moved to Little Rock. So I'd lived all my time pretty much in Northwest Arkansas.
So that's why you were saying you could do what you're doing with the team up there with the university by going. You got
somebody, go back. So with the Co-op, one of the things we're doing here is we support the program by getting a lot of our members. We congregate, we go to the games, so we support, because Arkansas, Arkansas, 3 million people, whatever. This is our brand. This is our rally right here. And so with the Co-op, we're tied heavily to the program, and we want to leverage that.
I know how much you were paying attention to this weekend with the selection committee. Any thoughts on Notre Dame being snubbed? We'll start with you, Jason, first.
I'll be personally, I'm happy they're not in it.
Okay.
Personally. Now, I didn't follow it closely with the James Madison Tulane. I think this whole setup has got to change. I was listening to some commentators on that.
Rather not having two non-power five.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. But look, I think as I think back to when this was started and the level of controversy, this seems to be the least controversial in my opinion. Maybe not.
What do you think, Bill?
It's interesting. Notre Dame out, James Madison in. Heck of a founding father. Heck of a founding father. You and I talked about it, and then, of course, Notre Dame announces they're not going to a bowl game. And then the cascade of Kansas State.
Right.
But that's more about the coach
and
then Iowa State injuries and coaches. I think something that is going to happen is I think you're going to see a coach's portal that's going to have a specific window, and you're going to see a player's portal that's going to have a specific window. ESPN, part of Disney, they spit out a huge number for Disney's overall stock price. Big deal, and that's why Disney's retained them. ESPN is basically live sports programming and Stephen A. Smith, and that's it. And we joke about this, but they cannot give
Pat
up.
McAfee.
And Pat, to a degree, but then Pat's got a foot in both worlds where he still owns his show and can leave, so they just get revenue off of him, and he can leave at any minute. But the big point is you're talking about holiday programming for them that is a huge number, a big number. They can't replace football games around Christmas time and in between the week in between with more NBA games. It's just they can't hit the same number. So I don't know whether they're going to be called bowl games going forward or exhibition games going forward, but they have paid too much money and they're too locked in to college football, and it generates too much money to allow independent schools just say, well, we're not going to play.
So what do you do?
We're going to change the rules. You're going to see coaching portals will go after the national championship game. Just like in college basketball where they all go to the Final Four and then you see a flurry of coaches named after that and the hot coach. I mean, that's how we got, what's his name? Jeez Louise. But I think that's – and then same will hold true for the portal for players as well, because I think coaches will be first and players will be second, allowing and then finally – you're going to see some kids that know they're going to go play in the National Football League won't want to play in a bowl, and they'll have the option. Other kids, a good quarterback at Middle Tennessee State can go play in a bowl to try to up his or an exhibition or whatever. They can go play Eastern Illinois in the Bahamas as a sort of an exhibition game for them to show off for an opportunity to maybe move up and get an NIL deal at Vanderbilt or somewhere like that. So that's the value, and that's why they won't go away. They'll just change.
I talked to somebody that's involved with a high-profile college program the other day, and he said, you won't believe what the numbers are getting ready to look like when it comes to paying players even more. He said the standard's going to be like the quarterbacks are $4 million. I mean, I just wonder, it's almost like the darn coaches when I was complaining, So
do you find that unbelievable or no?
Yeah, I just say it's ridiculous how much the money is just getting to where it's too much.
I think it's unbelievable considering the coaching salaries.
But that's what I was just getting ready to say. The problem was where this started was the coaching salaries. I watched it happen. It was ridiculous. We were going $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million. I was like, because they've got this pool of money. And they go, we don't have to pay the players, so we're going to pay the coaches and we're going to build facilities. And so it got to where, and then, no coach could say anything because they're all making $8 million, $9 million. And it just, it's out of skew in terms of, we're getting ready to pay a high school kid who's barely good enough to even go to college to play ball. We're going to pay him $400,000, $500,000, and he probably won't even play there. It's just a scale.
We got LSU who's paid out $140 million in a week's time. How much money are they making to be able to do that? So, and it's all about money. I don't know where that puts me. I mean, I'm a Razorback, and I'm always going to be. But the more cynical of myself comes out and goes, screw that guy. When people ask me, what do you think of the coach? I don't care anymore. You just better win, or we're going to get rid of you. Now, you've got so you got 2 years. I don't know. I mean, and I don't know where we are. Now, Hunter, evidently we've got enough money to pay a top-notch coach. Is that what it is, to pay the guy?
I think the reason that you pay that is because it's worth it. And if you ask the University of Alabama,
you're talking about LSU,
any school.
Well,
any school. Bobby Bowden famously.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know if it's worth it yet. Prove me wrong, I'll be happy.
But Bowden famously said that college football is the front porch of your university to the world.
Of course.
I'm sitting in a club in New York while the national championship game's going on. These guys are all complaining. Turn it off. Soccer. You had guys in pink jerseys playing guys in black jerseys, and it was for something. I don't know what. Anyway, they turned it. These two hardcore New Yorkers sitting right next to me talk about Alabama, man, Alabama. They go on about Alabama. One of them says, my daughter looked at going to school down there. So it is an introduction to the C-level student who wants to go to college and have fun. You get to see every student storming the field, in the stands.
Listen,
I'm okay with paying them all they want. Oh, you got to pay them if you got to pay them now. You got to pay them. I want ours to pay more if it gets us a Texas Tech or an IU.
Well,
David, didn't Greg James tell you that at the Touchdown Club about
what
Bill's saying about the SMU admissions? The number of applicants went up after last year.
Yeah, there's no question there's a correlation between programs that do well, but what I'm saying is I think the sustainability of this thing is, again,
well, something
just
totally
like
different.
I'm just saying, no,
Bill mentioned the benefits of having a good team.
But I'm just telling you that's fine. It's been there forever because you know what, too? The game is great, number one. Thankfully, the game is great, pro or college. And the other thing, too, Jason, I've said, this would not work if it wasn't sitting on a college campus. I've always felt, listen, the colleges should be getting more money. These coaches and kids are making a ton of money because you know what? It's Alabama, it's Arkansas. It's not because it's because they're associated with a college.
Yep.
If the college gets nothing out of it, you know, and so they just sort of. It's almost. I hate to use it. I won't use that example, but just like somebody coming in and using.
I want to know off the air.
using the image and brand and go, yeah, I'm going to make $5 million. But you know what? If it weren't for this institution, it wouldn't work. It works because we've had a 100-year history of this.
Well, we also said, Baz, to counter that with, you know, we're giving you a scholarship. We're giving you this education. We're doing all that. Of course, it's a 1-year deal. Coaches could always leave. So I like where we are to a certain degree, that the players are held a little bit higher because they are the reason that we wear the laundry that they have, because that's not the coach. It's not the coach. Because coaches could leave and do whatever they want to do, which was not a fair thing. But now we've got to the point to where the players are making money. And it's just like it used to be if Kentucky or somebody had a 1-year ball player in basketball, then they were going to win a national championship. Now we've all got one and dones, you know, we've all got, and it's not transition, it's not translating to a championship for Arkansas. And admittedly, I'm biased when it comes to that.
Last thing I want to say, because Jason, when you played, David, when you played, you had to go to class, you were a student. The idea of being a student athlete was a real thing. You had to graduate. Heck, we had some kind of goofy matrix where you had to graduate so many players. That was just a few years ago. Now that's completely gone. It's completely gone. The athlete is no longer a student athlete. They're an athletic ambassador of that university. That's all they are.
Well, he had to earn his scholarship every year. The 4 years didn't mean anything. And now you got coaches who, according to Sam Pittman, he had to recruit some of these babies every day. Don't leave us. We need you to stick around because this guy's second game into the season, he's already thinking about bolting.
And as much as I mean, it's great to make money, but I think there's something to be said when we played. There was a different, a different feel for why you were playing.
Yeah, that's right.
And the things we take away, things we took away from our 5 years is different. What
that's
the
gone.
Kids are today.
That could be gone.
That's what I hate about it.
Unless you get a kid from Arkansas that really wants, and you're at Oklahoma. Arkansas was a neighbor to you. It really was. It's not Fresno coming here.
Scott Frost was talking about it the other day where he said, I think after he was announced as head coach like 2 years ago, he said he had high school agents or had agents. Not high school, had agents there with their players going, okay, we got to get more. I mean, that's what we've turned into. Right. We have all the players that, not all, most of them have agents. It's like, I mean, I get it, but it's just like, oh man.
How many
just,
games were on TV when you were playing?
I mean, 3.
Yeah, now there's 35.
Okay, you know, so your point is
it's a totally different world because it's been exploited much more as a business than it was previously.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yes.
That's why I like it better when it wasn't exploited to the degree that it is now. That's all I'm saying.
Because you don't want money to ruin it, right?
Yeah, the less we knew, the better.
Yeah, listen, I love the fact that all the games. I mean, I love that, but I think we've lost a little bit of the.
There's some innocence gone.
Yeah, and it was special because the Razorbacks were only on a couple of times a year, and we really were glad to see.
And I think the player is losing some of the things that there's no way you can continue to get, like spending 4 years on a campus and it's not
they've
being
gained something else though. The compensation,
money
that they're entitled to. I mean,
they get money. Yep. You know what? You know what? At the end of the day, Josh, here's the deal: have your money.
Yeah, but you're different, David. You are much different than most people.
I know, but
in a good way.
I don't know about most people. I don't throw most people.
I'm just saying that 10, 20 years from now, I wish those guys are not going to be able to experience what we did. Now, listen, they're going to have some money in the bank.
That's
great.
KJ Jefferson will not be welcomed back as a Razorback. Even though he holds a bunch of records. But again, time heals all wounds, just like with Jack Crow, Houston Nutt, Eddie Sutton crawling, all of those things. We forgive that. But still, But when you can leave and bounce around, Catalan is not a Razorback, unless you want him to be.
Well, buddy, hey, great to see you again, Jason.
Yeah.
What a pleasure.
Thank you. Enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, listen, let's get you back on the show.
Doesn't he look in great shape, too?
Oh, my gosh. How old are you?
Yeah.
53, man.
53.
Wait till you get to the 60s, buddy.
No, we can talk.
You look like this now. Hey, great to see you, man.
Great to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
That's
Enjoyed
great
it.
work.
Meet you, sir.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it.
All right, that's Jason Allen. We'll come back. We'll visit more with Bill Vickery, and I guess your old buddy Maureen Glitzevic's coming by.
Yeah, I saw her just walk in. She was about 30 minutes late.
Thanks, Dave. Great meeting you.
Are we doing graffiti? When we're doing graffiti, because people are calling right now.
I think we probably don't. Do you think we need to do graffiti on the road? I mean, we might
Probably not. We don't. It's not.
I mean, we're on the road every day this week.
Yeah. Why don't we hold off?
All right,
We didn't do
just
anything.
folks are
There's
calling
nothing. There's
already.
nothing
Totally
to complain about.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just.
That's right. Have them call in. You can take them calls. Get a couple of videos, record them.
All right, don't go away. 8:31.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is SportsCenter.
Important results aplenty yesterday in the NFL. Let's begin with last night, where the Houston Texans took a major step towards their playoff hopes. It was a 20-10 win on the road in Arrowhead Stadium. The Texans are now 8-5 overall. The Kansas City Chiefs are 6-7 as their playoff hopes begin to fade fast. Packers take first place in the NFC North yesterday, 28-21 win over the Bears. The Bears dropped to 9-4 overall. The Packers are now 9-3-1. The Pittsburgh Steelers grab first place in the AFC North, 27-22 win in Baltimore over the Ravens. And the Jaguars, they take first place in the AFC South, a 36-19 win at home over Daniel Jones and the Colts. Jones tore his Achilles and is out for the rest of the season. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Pretty chilly today and a little breezy too. Partly cloudy and a high of 45 degrees tonight. Clear and cold, dropping down to 29. Some fog also will be possible overnight toward our Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 56. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Are you looking for excitement, adrenaline, play after play, game after game? Then get ready for Little Rock Trojans basketball. In other words, watch this. Buzzer beaters, backboard cleaners, and all-around championship-level action from your Little Rock Trojan women's and men's basketball teams. Get in on the action and get your season tickets today. Go to lrtrojans.com. Then come out and watch this. Tickets are available now at lrtrojans.com.
Hey folks, it's David Bazzell out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you need a new vehicle, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. You'll find a great selection, the best deals, and the most competitive finance rates in Central Arkansas. They'll treat you like family. No games, no gimmicks, and no bogus markups on the sticker price. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. Folks, Frank Fletcher doesn't want to just sell you a car. He wants to be your dealer for life. If you want to do that, you have to listen to the customer, so you'll know what they want. Then you give them what they want without any hassle or stress. That's the secret of Fletcher Dodge's success. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Just tell them what you want and how much you want to pay. General Manager Chris Zippy Zender has been with Frank Fletcher for decades. He and his great staff know how to take care of a customer. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop them online at FletcherDeals.com. That's FletcherDeals.com. And make sure and tell them the boys from Morning Mayhem sent you. It's FletcherDeals.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, it's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, look at there. Little Justin Moore.
Yeah, we'll be at his wife's place tomorrow.
This little piggy.
Hopefully Miss Kate is listening to let me know if I can bring the equipment over after the show to set up for tomorrow, or I'll just wait until in the morning.
It's a great store, and I think they're going to make a big announcement about another store tomorrow. So it's women and kids. We'll be there from 6 to 10. It's on the square there in Benton. So come out and see us. Right there. We'll be there tomorrow. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union on Wednesday. Toy Troopers fundraiser for kids at Christmas.
Well, that's a Saline County trifecta.
Yeah, that's right. Sure is. Thursday at Bryant, at the Walmart there in Bryant. And then Oaklawn kicking off the season on this Friday. So we are here at the Arkansas Co-op Electric Co-op's Directors Conference.
Come on, David BAZZEL.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, he's distracted.
It's the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference, and it's here at the Little Rock Marriott. And great to have Jason Allen. What a great guy he is.
Oh, yeah.
Good guy. Now, we normally have graffiti here, Bill,
right.
But because we're on the road, sometimes it's tough to do that. And plus, we have an old friend.
Right.
Maureen Glisovic, who was formerly with KTV for many years. Pull that mic a little bit closer there to you.
Hello.
You are the manager of corporate communications. Is that right?
That is correct.
Wow.
For the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Yeah.
He's a high-powered executive now, David.
Yes.
This is a reporter.
Yeah. Now, Josh, just so you know, Maureen was one of the best reporters in the state. No joke. No joking aside. Would you agree, Roger?
Totally. Listen, she ran Petromo. What is his name?
Drew.
Oh, that's right.
Running out of the state. And she chased down everybody. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you just did.
Well, you took the role of
Jason Peterson.
Yes.
Yes. On your side.
A sharkstress.
So Josh, she was. You did not want to see Maureen knocking on the door, just like Jason Peterson.
And that was a promo they did. It was pretty great.
I was with a politician who's no longer in office, and he was standing there, and Maureen called him, and he held the phone up, and he showed it to me, and he goes, and his face just went white, like went completely white. Like people lived in fear of Maureen saying
he started bleaching his computer.
I think
she must know something.
As good as Jason Peterson was, which he was outstanding. He's written a book if you didn't know.
Yes.
But I think you would even be more aggressive than Jason was.
You had to be.
I had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, as a woman, I was the first female to take over 700 South.
Do you miss that any?
I miss helping the people, but what I do love about what I do now is that I'm still helping people just in a different capacity.
Can I say something? Can I let in on a little something real quick?
Yes.
I'd like to say, if you'll allow me to say, and you can agree or disagree, I may have been your deep throat with Summit Utilities.
Oh, boy.
With those Summit Utilities.
Yes, that was good. Yes.
So Summit, we're still watching. We're still watching.
You know, I still get people in the grocery store that saw me, and they're like, "Oh, are they still doing okay over there?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't work there."
You changed it. You changed it all.
So what is your role with the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas? What do you do?
So I help with media relations. I'm able, press releases, all that stuff. It's kind of fun because I still get to talk to a lot of friends that are still in the business.
Yeah.
A lot of them have left. And then I have to deal with Rob Rodell because that's my boss.
Now, Bill, you know this, and Roger does too. So many, I think the last 10, 15, maybe even 20 years, you see a lot of media, television personalities going into fields of public relations, PR work, media. Alicia Dover is another one that comes to mind. Alicia just killing it with her and Jeremy's company.
Private sector.
I can name 5. Christina Munoz, and others.
When you're a reporter, you have to be a self-starter. You have to be unafraid to call total strangers on the phone and get them to tell you stuff. You've got to be willing to confront people, but you also have to be subtle in that. It's a wide skill set that translates into the private sector extraordinarily well. And I will say this about my friend Maureen, our longtime friend Maureen, is that she's made the leap into the private sector because, look, your power goes out or it's wintertime and there's some crisis communication that goes on. There's regular communication that goes on inside the business, and you got to be able to tell your story and especially get information out there. People want to know, and then work the politics of the whole thing.
Well, you know me, boys. I'm an admirer of strong women. Strong women don't intimidate me. I like them.
Because you were raised by one.
There you go. There
your
you
mother's
go.
I'm a fan of women in general. So even though the strong ones do not intimidate me, I dig it. Even the weak women. I like the weak women.
Looking back, Marine.
I'm a fan of women. Let me go on record.
Right.
I am a fan of all women. My favorite sex is women. All right? I'm just doing it.
Marine,
right.
any memories from Channel 7 that stand out to you? Here's another thing about. I'll bring this one up, by the way, and help you out here. I've had a couple people go, hey, you guys aren't doing Christmas karaoke
I was
anymore.
just going to bring that
up.
up.
So, Josh, again, you've heard us talk about Christmas karaoke. Channel 7 would get, especially the girls, would get together, and it would always be a giant production of like every girl at the station, 10 girls, and you participate, I'm sure, in several of those.
Yes, that is what I miss about the holidays is Christmas karaoke. I mean, we would help. We would have routines. We'd practice for months, and we always appreciated beating the other stations.
Yes.
Well, you had Ned doing his thing by himself.
Ned.
You had Jason Peterson doing his thing by himself.
Yes.
You had the ladies doing things by themselves. I remember who was the redhead?
Janelle Lilly.
Who put
the
me,
redhead.
She put me on the ground in a basketball game. Well, I've heard Janelle. She's a wonderful person, a very nice lady. And then she and I sang one together about Governor Beebe when he left, or excuse me, Governor Beebe when he left. And then I think there was even some other ones but the entire station did something.
Yes.
So there were 4 or 5 acts just along with that one. So it was always fun. We'll do it now. On Zoom.
I don't think local television is the same. It's become more automated. Like, example, you go in a studio, you don't see Bill. I don't know if you've been in Channel 7 studios lately. Probably 4.
Down there.
You don't have shooters anymore. It's all automated.
Press a button.
Press a button, and I think the industry now is skewed towards paying less, and so you're seeing a lot younger people getting on air without experience, and they're not as good because they haven't had experience. For example, in this market, you used to have to take 2 or 3 jobs before you even get to a top 55 market like Little Rock, and now you see they're nothing against them. That's just the way the industry's doing.
Right out of college.
And they're just not prepared. They hadn't had the
reps. This is a big market.
It's top 55. It's
that's
55.
The reason. I mean, you aspired to come to Little Rock and be a part of that market, as opposed to it being your very first gig.
Yeah.
I mean, the pressure was on right there because we hold it to a higher standard. We just do.
It's a lot like weekend radio at the Buzz. You got a lot of young people.
Have you
in their way?
Have you done Bill's show lately?
No, I have not.
Well, she's in the private sector now.
Yes.
Her words have consequences now. She was just in the news in the old days.
In the news in the old days, I could say whatever, and everybody loved it.
Marina and I spent a few years together as co-hosts.
Yes.
St. Patrick's Parade.
That was so much fun. And then the Gong Show that turned into Season to Six.
Yes, we did. You were a big part of that. Strong woman.
Yeah, how many lawyers have reached out to you and asked you to stop doing something?
And I think Marine was in the mix with the Babe bracket over the years.
Yes.
She was always. And speaking of babes, how's your babe?
Oh, he's so great. 2.5, and he's just a ball of fun.
And maybe not done.
No, not done. Who wants to have an only child?
We saw the picture. We saw
the
next
picture
of your baby. I think Meredith and I were going to the game, and she said, "You know what, Marine's baby? I could see Marine in some pictures and see Daddy in the other one. It's amazing.
It is. It really is. Yep. But he's
in the Marine pictures, he's screaming at somebody.
Got a microphone.
Right, got a microphone.
He's an entertainer, natural entertainer.
I should remember this, but I don't. Where are you from? I can't remember.
Chicago.
Yeah. Okay, Chicago. That's right.
Yes, the Bears.
So
I said that for Peterson.
What do you think about the big win yesterday by the Packers? Randy Rainwater was there yesterday as a part of that.
It was great. The frozen 4-2 Tundra was great.
Do you like the idea of them moving the stadium to a neighborhood and doing like the
Honestly,
Star?
I mean, it would be easier for me to get to when I visit my family.
Yeah,
but,
I've heard it's tough
I
getting
mean,
in and
but
out of
what
there.
a great coach. I mean, he's young,
Yeah.
he's ambitious.
Did you hear him get a little cocky and said he's looking forward to beating Green Bay twice a year?
He's got a little attitude.
A handshake was very brief after the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old Chicago attitude. I like
Yeah.
it.
There you go. Well, great to see you.
Yes, great to see you
thanks for having
guys.
us out here.
Absolutely.
It's always great, buddy. We spend 30 minutes talking about him living underwater for 3 months.
He's the best.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable the life of those guys, those Navy men that can do that. Because I sure couldn't.
Rob Rodell says he remembers. He says that you'll probably be taking his spot in 5 years, and Maureen hired me last year to do a trivia.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
That was a
Absolutely,
good time.
it was a fun time.
And I know you know Jessica. Jessica just got the CEO gig over at.
So excited for her.
Strong woman.
Strong woman.
Strong woman. Hey, Bill.
There you go. That Channel 7, man, it produced him, didn't it?
It sure did.
It did indeed.
It used to.
Well, always a pleasure.
Where's that stick, Mike, so she can drop it? Yeah,
Good night, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Well, great to see you, Maureen.
Great
Thank
to
you,
see you guys.
Thank you for all the work you do here for the Arkansas Electric Co-ops and good people here. Yeah, good people.
Good people, man.
We'll come back and wrap things up with Bill. 8:45 here at the Marriott.
Start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white.
It's the holiday season, which means plenty of time is spent with the family, which is great, but it also means plenty of time traveling. You're sitting on planes, trains, automobiles, and airports, and everywhere in between. And you combine that with the cold weather, guess what? That makes for more of that achy joint pain that you get in your knees, your back, your hips. Let QC Kinetics help you with that. QC Kinetics here in Little Rock believes relief doesn't have to come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's natural healing abilities to get the job done. QC Kinetics delivers long-term relief, finally, to make this new year a special one. So schedule your free consultation today. It's a great time to do it, and you can make sure you're enjoying that time with the family and not worrying about that achy joint pain that's kept you down. You can use your HSA and FSA for treatment. Call 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. Call QC Kinetics today.
It's not just about selling you a car. You deserve more than just a vehicle. You deserve an experience. This is Mark Miller for Parker Cadillac in Little Rock, and I'm offering you a first-class luxury buying experience no matter what your budget is. From $10,000 to $100,000, we've got something for everybody. All cars are not the same. One look at our inventory and you'll agree. Shop online at buzzautodeals.com and let us give you the first-class buying experience you deserve.
Coming up Monday on Out of Bounds, it's a weekend recap brought to you by Fleet Management Services. It's championship weekend. Arkansas High School Football Championships, also college football, Big 12, SEC, Big 10, ACC Championships, from Power 4 and all Group of 4 championships. NFL, college basketball, NBA, combat sports, boxing, MMA. We'll recap it all on Out of Bounds, Monday, 1 to 4, 103.7 The Buzz.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said to them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. Double B's wishes each of you a Merry Christmas. May your holidays be filled with family, friends, food, and the knowledge that God so loved the world that he gave us his only begotten Son. From all your friends at Double B's, Merry Christmas.
Arkansas's larger-than-light experience is back with a holiday twist. It's time to let it glow, let it glow, let it glow with Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo. Join us from November to January when dazzling lights and holiday magic come alive after dark. Discover a joyous new season with brand new installations that makes Animal Kingdom adventures with Winter Wonderlands. Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo is merrier and brighter than ever. Presented by Be Well Arkansas Department of Health. Get your tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
Tune in each week when Susan Irwin Prowl shares her keys to the weekend music events calendar with Justin and DJ. Brought to you by Willie D's and Big Red Dog Productions. Big Red Dog Productions is your gateway to music excellence in Central Arkansas and beyond. Visit entertainersguide.com to see the weekly calendar and submit your shows.
No matter where you are or how you're listening, we thank you for making Morning Mayhem part of your day. Now, back to Baz, Roger, Justin, and Josh.
Remember, this is just a football game, no matter who wins or loses. An unspeakable tragedy confirmed to us by ABC News in New York City. John Lennon, outside of his apartment building on the west side of New York City, the most famous perhaps of all of the Beatles, shot twice in the back, rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, dead on arrival. Hard to go back to the game after that news flash, which in duty bound we had to take. Frank? Indeed it is.
Wow. 1980.
Yeah. You go from a death to a fun song. You kill me, Roger.
You guys know the game? Who was playing?
Yes. It was Miami.
And New England.
Was it New England or the
Miami,
Jets?
New England.
Well,
and New England's running out to kick a field goal to win the game, and there was a long break. And that's when Howard screaming at the control room, "I'm going live! I'm going live!"
Yeah, because it was a quickly debated all the way from New York to there. I mean, it was. I mean, the league office or the ABC office or whatever. Yeah. To me, that is to me the intersection of pop culture and sports at its greatest. Howard Cosell, the Beatles, NFL, all coming together. And it was a Monday night game, man. It was a Monday night game where everybody used to watch, and only Cosell could have delivered it like that. You know,
Well, I mean, you weren't breaking in doing a lot of stuff back there.
Well,
I mean,
that was the town village. You gathered around Monday Night Football. The rating was huge, and people watched the game. And he had interviewed John Lennon at halftime of one of the games. And so
is that right?
Yeah, he did. There's a famous shot of Lennon in the booth with Howard. So it all kind of, just a horrible tragedy. And I was telling David that I was in New York over the weekend, and I literally walked yesterday to the spot at the Dakota.
I'll be darned. How crazy is that?
Right there, the little side entrance he was pulling in where Chapman jumped out.
We were all, I guess, seniors in high school. Is that right?
I was in the 8th grade.
1980.
Just to be clear,
I keep thinking you're our age, Bill.
Just in 1980.
A few years.
Me and Roger, I'm sorry.
I think I was like in second grade.
Stop it. We were seniors.
No,
we were seniors.
I don't know how your birthday got you ahead of me. Which is 1980?
It's 1980. Yeah.
No, I was a senior in 82.
I was 80, 81. You were senior in 81, 82 is what it was.
That's what I
was 80, 81.
I guess just because of that week
this
or
would
whatever.
This would have been in your senior year.
That's
in
correct.
Your junior, because you're going into.
Because my senior year in high school is your first year in college, right?
I think so.
Which is why I guess your mom just said, "Look, we put him in a school."
Well, they should have held me back a year, but that's okay.
Well, look,
you were accelerated. You were accelerated.
They held me back.
Bill, it was.
So what that did.
So, any thoughts on since Silverfield was hired and is coming out this week and all that?
It was interesting. I did think the news conference on Thursday was a little. I could have done without the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
It did have a feel of trying to make up for it.
Yeah, it did.
Listen, in today's world, you could make an argument, and I did have a conversation going back and forth this week with some folks that, the press conference. Yes, a traditional press conference isn't what it used to be. You don't have Howard. There's no way. There was no crawl along the screen.
Right.
CNN, I think maybe CNN was like 6 months away from being on the air.
Yeah.
So Howard, that was it. That was everybody was there watching that game, and he announced it to the world. The press conference now is maybe a creature of the 80s, 90s, and is kind of gone the way of the dodo, because you put the stuff up, and it's Twitter, or it's X, and it's tack, and all these other things. You still should have had the press conference on Monday when they had one in Gainesville and one in Auburn.
It does look like the fans are giving him a chance. Let's
Oh my gosh, you got to get behind
after really negatively. Right, that's or you could continue to complain, Josh. You could. I mean, some are. In some, terrible hire, but most people are okay. This is who we got. Let's go.
It seems like there's a cluster of those guys that all moved up from the American. Well, there is.
There is.
Yeah, North Texas and Tulane and
South Florida.
All of them. They moved up at once, and we're going to see that is the next wave of coach that's coming, and for many of them, they have competed at outside of the Power Four with diminished NIL, but internally competing against themselves. So they've all come of age at the same time.
If you think about it, look at Florida, 2 years, Billy Napier. Look at Auburn, not very long, 3 years with Hugh Freeze. Yeah, I mean, the chain is, the leash is getting shorter and shorter with these guys. They just can't afford to continue. You're paying so much money.
These jobs will make you generationally wealthy, and they'll get you fired in about 4 years.
Right, or less.
And that's the point. There's the money that's there. I mean, it's the same thing in corporate America. People, go be the CEO of a publicly traded company, and see how long, if you've got the same kind of results, see how long the leash is. And so if you measure the success of a college football coach compared to a business executive in a comparable situation, it's the same thing. Board of directors comes in and says, this was a mistake. I mean, the Chad Morris, and I felt sorry for his son. Like, he got him back. He got him back in the game with that 96-yard drive, great drive, and then they ran some fluky
stupid play.
And he was trying to So, but the point is, so you had Morris, like he was a disaster for 2 years. Same would have happened at
how crazy is
IBM.
to have Jason Allen here.
Yeah,
and as crazy as a firing coach. I mean, at 5 weeks, they fired Frank Broyles fired a guy after one game back in 1991.
Two. Not two.
It was two. I'm sorry, two. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, think about that.
One game, boom.
And
they have social media back then.
I was going to say, the beauty of that is he just did it, and then there was no,
there's no meeting,
press conference.
We had the what's his name that came in, the defensive coordinator's name,
Joe Kynes.
Joe Kynes, and then of course he brought in Danny as a consultant.
What a mess! It's been a rough 25 years for the Razorback fans.
I mean, it's been a
Bill, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Billy.
Guys.
Thank you for taking time
after the show.
Pardon me?
Downstairs, meet you at the restaurant after the show.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys.
Yes,
Enjoy.
thank you, Bill.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes.
Happy Kwanzaa.
See you next week, buddy. All right, don't go away. 9 o'clock.
For winning at Saracen, featuring a gorgeous red Corvette Stingray. Play your favorite slots or table games to be included in this month's drawing for a Corvette Stingray.
Red Corvette and more. That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Oh, yeah.
Play all December to win a red Corvette Stingray and Merry Christmas from Saracen Casino.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson. Hybrids. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 3 for details.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
Justin Moore from Morning Mayhem here. From our family to yours, we hope that you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
People
People in the Metro got a good look at the Hog basketball team this weekend, and many say they are excited for what's to come this season. Coach Cal's team took on Fresno State in front of more than 11,000 fans at Simmons Bank Arena this weekend. This was the 26th time Arkansas basketball has played in North Little Rock, and fans were not disappointed. They easily won this one 82-58. And of course, up next for the Hogs is yet another top 25 matchup. They are headed to Dallas, Texas for a showdown against 19th ranked Texas Tech this Saturday. Tip-off is set for 11 a.m. on ESPN2. And the Powerball jackpot is inching closer to $1 billion. Nobody won over the weekend, so tonight's jackpot is up to $875 million. The cash option comes out to $403 million. This is the second largest prize this year. I'm Kara K's Jessica Rockwell for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a partly cloudy Monday and kind of chilly too. Only a high of 45 and a little breezy, a north wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, we expect it to be clear and cold down to 29, but toward tomorrow morning, some fog could be forming. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment and shipping supplies for the last 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man. Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oakland Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oakland Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oakland Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Thank you.
Cajun up the holidays with Floyd Seafood in Sherwood. And Dewey Sausage, oysters, crab legs, and crawfish. Order by Thursday, December 18th for a very Cajun Christmas. Floyd Seafood, Keel Avenue, Sherwood, or floydsmeatandseafood.com.
You asked for a premium boat at an accessible price, and Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports deliver. Introducing the new Vexus Defender, starting at under $32,000. Unlike other brands, the Defender boasts an all-welded, high-performance hull, hydraulic steering, and custom fiberglass components that give you a stronger, smoother, and drier ride. For 42 years, our award-winning family business has put sportsmen first. Experience the difference at Trader Bill's Outdoor Sports at Hot Springs or Little Rock location, or on the web at traderbills.com.
Injured? There's only one number you need to know. 888-8888.
At Rainwater Holton Sexton, no case is too big and no insurance company too strong.
Just dial 888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem. In the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
So you got to do all three.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
That'll work, yeah.
I like having multiple. I like it.
Having multiple.
I like it,
what?
Josh. I like having multiple rejoiners. It's good.
No, didn't say that. No, it's.
You don't like three?
No, it's all three. Yeah,
it's all three.
Yeah.
If you just join us, we're down here at the Little Rock Marriott, where we occasionally we used to had a few touchdown club meetings here at Kelly Finglass and Holly Rowe back to back.
I was here. You don't have to tell me.
But we're here for the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference. Have you had several folks on today? Before we get to our next guest, just wanted to go back and say congratulations to all the high school state champions. Bryant was maybe the most dominating. Well, I don't know. Who was Josh? Who was more dominating? Bryant? Yeah, probably Bryant, and then Shiloh Christian. I mean, Shiloh Christian hangs 70 on Greenwood, but Bryant was pretty dominating because they held Bentonville to what, 99 yards? No. Yeah.
And then I'll give you a little Cedar Ridge action in the 8-man. They were very dominant in their game. So
yeah, 74-38. That's right.
Yeah,
so
I would say Bryant's definitely the best team that I saw this weekend. Now.
Congratulations, Joe T. Robinson, who's a Class 5A champion. Cross County, the 2A, as mentioned, Shiloh Christian, 6A. This weekend, you got Fordyce and Mansfield in the 3A at noon. Elkins versus Dardanelle, Raj, our friend the Stokes and all the Dailies and all them up there in Dardanelle. That's at 6:30 at War Memorial. Right. So you got that. And did want to say congrats to the Razorbacks for winning their game against Fresno State here Saturday. It was a good gathering of 11,000 fans.
I thought it was a great gathing. I
mean, loud crowd.
I thought it was a very around me. I mean, it was low.
Well, that's what the players said. They said it was impressive.
Good. Well, good.
The Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech lost to West Texas A&M in their Heritage Bowl down in Texas, and of course our Bisons. We call them our Bisons.
They are our Bisons.
Harding is advancing. Apparently, they got ripped off. They shouldn't be having to travel to Cusstown, Pennsylvania. They're going to bring some Cusstown, Pennsylvania this Saturday. Looks like the game is to be announced. It still hasn't. The time has not been announced, but this Saturday, as they go to the next round of the national playoffs. And of course, then you had your college football rankings. The mad fans today are Notre Dame fans. They're unhappy.
A little whiners.
Who's most happy? Alabama. Even though Alabama got embarrassed against Georgia.
Most happy?
James Madison.
Madison, baby.
James Madison. Well, yeah, because they got two.
Well, we replaced one founding father, Thomas Jefferson, UVA. They got replaced by another one, Jamie Mews. So there you go.
That's exactly right. So
I mean, Notre Dame said no to a bowl game.
Yeah, but you know what though? Bruce James and then said no to a bowl game in 1969. How about that?
I know.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow we'll be.
There's only a few of them, and they said, you know what? We're better than.
Yeah, I know. How about that? They said no, and they were
fine. You know what? Notre Dame, our mother.
Tomorrow we'll be at Kate Moore's place, Justin's wife's store, This Little Piggy, and SoCo. And then Wednesday we'll be at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Thursday, Toy Troopers. We need your gifts on Thursday at the Walmart in Bryant.
And cash. You'll take cash. Every penny goes to Saline County. And if you're doing something in your county or your community for folks that are less fortunate, please let us know. I'm thrilled to say that our CEO we have a tree in our office for us as staff to maybe help out with a family that we're sponsoring and all that, which is nice.
Yes, that's very nice.
I guess it's okay to say that.
Yes. Oaklawn this Friday, Rogers. They kick off the new season. Very exciting. We'll be there Thursday
Join
night.
us.
Yeah, join us. Yeah. We'll be there Thursday night. Be there Friday. Can't wait for
Saturday.
that.
We'll be there.
That's
Saturday.
Right. We're going to go back and hang out.
Make an appearance there where we'll be tossing out sunglasses and koozies.
Our next guest is William Thompson, who is a lineman, safety coordinator, and foreman. And he's most notable for leading the charge on Operation Razorback. Good morning, William. How are you?
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Now, you're a Batesville native, and we found out today that I think Batesville is one of the oldest towns in the state of Arkansas, number one. Number two, what do they have at Christmas time?
Christmas lights.
The number one biggest Christmas light display, drive-through display in the state of Arkansas. Boom, in Batesville.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm a Highland.
But you're from Highland.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Do Highland people hate Batesville folks?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. What high
At
school?
least I don't.
You went to Highland High School?
Highland High School.
Take a guess at the mascot, Raj.
For Highland?
Yeah.
It is the
Highland.
Let me ask you this: Is it a bird or is it an animal?
Neither.
I'm going to take it.
Ooh, I got it. The water towers.
Nailed it. Highland Rebels.
Rebels. Okay.
That's right. That's on
do they have football? They don't have football, do they?
We do have football.
You do have football.
We're right up with it.
Is it 2A?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Operation Razorback. So all I know is I see Guatemala.
That's right.
So what's the scoop? What's the story on Operation Razorback?
So the electric cooperatives have kind of gotten together over the last several years, all the way dated back to 2013, I believe, is the first time that Arkansas Electric, or Arkansas, the state of Arkansas's co-ops, have sent some men down to another country to help build power lines in some remote villages.
All right.
Right. I have been very blessed to go on 3 of these trips now, this last one being the third one. The first one was in Bolivia, which was right around 2017, I believe it was.
All right.
In a little village, Guayamarine. And then back in 2023, we actually went on another trip to Guatemala, where we had wired up the homes of roughly 100 homes.
So you guys go to Bolivia, and you go into a neighborhood and go, okay, we're gonna help this neighborhood have electricity, which they have not had at all, right?
Yes, that's putting it very crudely, right?
Okay.
I mean, there's some people go in ahead of time, they'll scope the things out, and then we build a project with the local cooperatives that are actually in place down there.
They have cooperatives.
They absolutely do. So
they
I believe the largest cooperative in the world is actually in Bolivia, with something like 2 or 3 million members.
But for whatever reason they cannot. That is correct. They still need help.
Their resources are very minimal.
So what's it like? How cool is it to go into a home that doesn't have any power at all? Right.
Correct.
Okay.
So they have nothing. I'm talking dirt floors, thatch roofs, no windows, no doors.
Wow.
It's very, very poor living situation.
Yeah,
I mean,
very primitive.
Really
yeah,
very primitive. That's a great way of putting it. And
do they have any money? Once you get power, do they have any money to buy lights and things? Did you bring it?
I believe it's subsidized with the government, local government down there. Right.
Which was tougher, Bolivia or Guatemala? Which was the tougher environment?
As far as environment goes, I would have to say my second trip to Guatemala.
Okay.
It seemed like everywhere we was going was uphill.
Okay.
Even when we was leaving, it's still going uphill. It was a geographical anomaly. I've never seen anything like it.
Yikers.
Did you have the people who you were doing this to the houses that were they so appreciative and thankful?
You have no idea.
That had to be the greatest thing.
These people, they have nothing.
Yeah.
Right. They are some of the most kindest and helpful people that I've ever come across.
So when you see that, and then you come back here and see how much we have and how much we waste. It has to be humbling, because I was getting
absolutely.
It's just amazing, and hopefully it sinks in a little bit. I need some of that myself to sink in because I had some issues last week, and then to recall that I had a man and a woman came by to see me last Thursday to celebrate the birthday of their daughter, who had died 24 years earlier or 20 years earlier at the age of 6. So my issues pale in comparison.
That's exactly where I'm at with it. It's a very humbling experience, right? It is awesome to go down there and help these folks, but in turn, it really, for me, it's a selfish reason, right? It helps me because it goes to show just how many of our problems are self-inflicted, right? Just exactly what you were saying. And it gives me that that new vigor, to come back and
you
just
bet.
do better.
You
right?
bet.
We are so blessed with so many things that we have every day.
Taking that trip just really throws that in your face to remind you.
Right? It really humbles you.
So where would you guys stay? Would you have the crew?
The co-ops really take care of us down there. So they put us up in like a motel ish. I mean, it's not the Ritz-Carlton, it's not the Marriott by any means, but it's a decent place to sleep, right? It's a warm bed with a warm shower.
Did you learn to speak the language a little bit? Give me a little bit. Come on, give me something.
You thought you were clear. You thought you were safe.
Just you
give me a little
say
like hello or good morning.
Buenos dias.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. That's so smooth.
That's about the extent.
One more?
That was classic.
Right? And so
I'm going to close my eyes.
I keep saying every year, I'm going to learn the language. That way when I go down there, I will be able to carry on a conversation. Right? And then every year I fail miserably and don't do anything throughout the year.
What if you got mad? Could you? What was the word that people would say if they were mad?
I probably can't say that on the air.
Okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Because we do have Univision.
So now, you would take trips now. Where's your next trip going to be? Where?
So I believe the next trip will actually be back to Guatemala for work.
Okay. All right, here we go, Roger. All right, Roger, here we go.
All right, here we go. What's this?
Now, Josh, you can get in it too, but I think Roger's going to beat you to it. I think. Okay. You ready? When I think of Guatemala, what movie comes to mind? Go.
Made in America. Boom.
Nope, that's not the one.
Not even close. You still high five me. Guatemala.
Josh, you have any idea?
Guatemala. Knowing you, it might be about Dracula.
How about this? Ready for that? Let me give you another clue.
Give me another hint.
Ready? I think
Guatemala.
Beans.
Colombian cartel.
Nope.
Colombo.
Okay, I'm going to see if anybody knows.
Hold on.
661-1037. Does anybody know what movie I'm referencing? Guatemala beans.
Guatemala beans.
What if I said coffee beans? Coffee.
Movie?
Yes.
Color purple.
There's a scene in the movie where Guatemala.
Oh!
You got it. You got it. You figured it out.
Absolutely. We're talking about Scarface.
No.
Damn it! I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. I love your mother.
Josh, is anybody on the phone? Does anybody have this? 661-1037.
Hell,
is Josh even there?
He's not even there.
I don't even just talking to nobody. Yeah, somebody's got it. Hold
on. Nobody on the phone. Give me a letter. Give me a first letter.
Of the movie?
Yeah.
You.
You're great.
Good job, 501-650.
First letter's U?
Yeah. Just pronounce it.
Usual suspects.
You remember the scene? Oh, man, so disappointing. William, have any idea?
I ain't got a clue.
So, remember, he's sitting at the very end, he's looking around, and he's hearing Kevin Spacey talk to him.
God.
He goes, oh, my gosh, and he looks at the bottom of the coffee mug drops, and he sees
it's Guatemala.
Yeah.
Nailed it! Nailed it! Yes! Yes! Oh, there's somebody on the phone. Let's go to the phone.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear us? We don't have a producer.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't even have a producer.
William, how long have you been with the co-ops?
So I actually started out contracting back in 2004 for about 7 or so years. Then went to work for North Arkansas Electric up there in Highland area, right?
Yeah.
Actually based out of Salem. I worked there for about 7 years, and then I've been with the statewide division down here for about another 7 years.
Well, listen, hats off to you for doing a great job.
Yes, sir.
Doing great work.
Appreciate that.
Do you follow sports at all? You like sports at all?
A little bit.
I
follow the Razorbacks a little bit because I'm a fan of being disappointed.
You're changing the world, man. You don't have time to worry about sports. Now, did you come up with the term Operation Razorback, and why was it called that?
That term was put in place before my time.
It has no connection whatsoever. Did you give them like little Razorback stickers or maybe with a hog head?
So we try to do a little bit when we go down there. We'll take things for the kids. We like taking soccer balls.
Ah, very nice.
We'll take whatever, coloring books, things like that. The big push
they don't even have
down
that.
The last year.
Yeah.
They don't have much.
Well,
I'm telling you when they don't have anything, I'm being serious.
Are they to where they don't have anything that they don't even know what they don't have?
They know exactly what's out there, right? They all have access to the internet. They all have phones, right? They all have motorcycles, getting in and out of town and stuff like that.
Okay.
But they just don't have the availability to do that themselves.
But it's still
right?
third world.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing in 2026 that there is such a thing.
Well, listen,
So I just want to throw this in real quick. So you're talking about, which is amazing. I spoke with the engineer, the lead engineer on the job down there in Guatemala for NRECA, and he said there's still roughly about 100 villages in that area that still do not have power.
Yeah, I spent a couple trips to Cuba. And it's the same thing. A lot of them don't have running power. Don't have power at all, and it's a sad deal. And of course, they try to find happiness in that, all that. Of course, that's a communist government. But William Thompson, thanks so much for stopping by. Job well done, my friend.
Yeah, way to go.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now, Baseball is the pioneers, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah, but you hate them, right? Snobs. Snobs. Snobby.
Now, see, we get that way, William. See, you're better than us. That's the deal. Because sports hate is really the only hate that we will tolerate.
I've heard rumors of
in a society. Yeah.
Operation
Operation Razorback, thank you.
Appreciate it, thank you so much. That's William Thompson. 661-1037 if you want to be a part of the show. 661-1037. Someone made the mention here. You go ahead and get out of here if you want to, William. Another great movie with a concur was Catch Me If You Can. When he was acting like a doctor, the two med students said, I should have concurred. I remember that.
I do too.
I forgot about that.
Great movie, based on a true story.
Someone says here.
First Holmes movie review that we did, I believe.
I think you're right as well. Someone says, hey, guys, can you please let folks know the Razorback game upcoming 19 Arkansas versus number 4 Houston in the Tribute Classic will be played at Newark, New Jersey. And I was thinking, yeah, right, that Texas Tech was next.
I said that.
Maybe
so
that's the next one.
So that was you were wrong. Okay, so we were corrected there.
I said Texas Tech first.
Someone said UPS. Todd said, as a former military guy, I really enjoyed the last segment, especially the stuff about the submarine. Thank you. Jake said favorite submarine movie. I'm going to go with Crimson Tide. We had that debate there.
And UPS Todd, I'd like to get a phone number, if I may, for the hub in Little Rock, because I know I'm not talking to a guy named John who can't tell me what part of Asia he's at when I'm looking for an Amazon package. I need that number.
661-1037 is the number if you want to be a part of it. Hey, also, too, the show if you want to be a part of it, rather. Baseball Hall of Fame. Did you see who was announced?
Saw that. That was bizarre.
One name, right? One name. Jeff Kent? Is that it?
Jeff Kent.
Yeah.
The only, and it's like Bonds, Clemens. No.
I know. You go, Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent.
He was a 5-time All-Star.
Cool.
He batted .290 with 300.
Hope his family's not listening. Y'all mocking him.
The big hook is that he hit the most home runs, I think, for any second baseman, right, in history. Is that right? 377. 1,500 RBI, 17 seasons.
Bonds and Clemens.
First second baseman? I think I saw that. His 350 home run. His 300. What did you say? Go ahead.
I'm not into this. I'm not into this Jeff Kent thing happening here.
His 350 home runs as a second baseman, the most mile player at that position.
He was clean.
The other ones were, as you mentioned, Barry Bonds, 7-time MVP.
The best player I've ever watched my entire life.
Roger Clemens, 7-time Cy Young Award winner.
Got a couple of World Series.
Yeah. How about that? Hey, also too, did you
Jeff Kent? You know what? And Jeff right now, Jeff has his own podcast, somewhere, and he's doing a great job. And but he's clean.
Yeah, Gary Sheffield was the other, and Fernando Valenzuela. Remember
Valenzuela was our dad's name.
Fernando Valenzuela. Hey, also, did you guys see the new proposed arena for UCA?
Oh my gosh!
Wow!
Yes.
Holy mackerel!
Yes, listen.
Did you see it, Josh?
Yes, I think
they're going to be toll booths on those roundabouts now.
Yeah. It's impressive.
It, right? It hadn't plans been out for a while.
Well, I don't know. It's the first time they announced it. I saw it in the paper. Is it what you saw, Roger?
Yeah.
It's on the north end of the. It would be on the north end of the football field, and it's over sort of looking the football field, but it's got a basketball arena in it. I mean, it's really nice.
Absolutely.
I didn't see when the timeline was on it.
Also, we made
but
correction. We were
it.
right. Roger and I were right. It's Texas Tech next Saturday at 11 a.m.
So maybe somebody just promoted the Houston.
Listen, we're Burgundy. He Burgundied us.
Yeah. So that's this Saturday.
He's doing a drinking game, or he just want to bet with his buddies. I hope you're happy, sir.
We come back. We'll hit a couple of birthdays, including Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh.
Flip Wilson. Have you ever heard of Flip Wilson, Josh? I would expect you to say no. Okay, let me ask you this: would you have heard of David Carradine? David Carradine.
Yeah. David Carradine was what he was. Uma Thurman. Kill Bill.
That's exactly right. Also in Kung Fu, of course. He beat out Bruce Lee. He lost out to Bruce Lee for Kung Fu. They wanted to have an American play the martial arts expert instead of Bruce Lee.
And I think it was a sexual
Is that how he died?
asphyxiation of some kind, maybe. I think in a closet. I think it was in a closet.
Wow.
Literally, not figuratively.
Couple other birthdays we'll get to when we come
And
back.
we're playing this one for
Yes.
William.
Very nice, Roger. I like that.
Absolutely.
We're here at the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference. Be wrapping up here. The governor should be coming by. I figured she'd stop by. And say
Lady
hello.
Governor!
Lady Governor.
Lady Governor. Hey, Lady Governor, if you have any, coins to the state capitol, we've been getting some of those here lately. We'll take one.
All right, don't go away. 9:25.
But it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is Sports Center.
Quite the weekend at War Memorial Stadium. 5 state championship trophies were handed out in football. First, last Thursday night, Cedar Ridge scored 70-plus points on Woodlawn to take the 8-man championship game. The Friday day game saw Cross County pick up their second state championship as a school with a 20-14 victory over East Poinsett County. Then, Bryant takes care of Bentonville on Friday night to go back-to-back in 7A under Quad Sanders. On Saturday, during the day, Joe T. Robinson beats Lakeside. They cap off their undefeated season as 5A state champions. And then finally, a historic night in the 6A title game. Greenwood hadn't lost in 3 years, and Shiloh Christian does the job. 70-50, the Saints in the highest scoring game in Arkansas high school football state championship history.
Weather
I'm
from
Josh
the Fletcher
Neighbors for
Weather
the Buzz
Center
Radio
with
Network.
KARK's Pat Walker.
Pretty chilly today and a little breezy too. Partly cloudy and a high of 45 degrees. Tonight, clear and cold, dropping down to 29. Some fog also will be possible overnight toward our Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 56. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
O-negative donors are called universal for a reason. Your blood can be given to anyone in need. That makes it critical in trauma care, emergencies, and even for newborns. But O-negative is rare, so hospitals rely on donors to keep patients safe. If you're O-negative, your donation makes a life-saving difference right here in our community. Schedule your appointment today at obi.org or call 877-340-8777.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Justin and DJ bring the zone to the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts this morning for the 2025 Esports Championships. Teams from across the state competing to be the state esports champion. The zone in Hot Springs on 1037 The Buzz.
Winter in Arkansas means more adventure and more savings when you book your lodging at Arkansas State Parks. Get 15% off your next stay at a state park lodge or cabin when you book now. Make your plans to get out and enjoy crisp hikes, family mountain bike rides, or cozy nights and incredible views by a lodge fire, all at big savings. Just use code WINTER15 at arkansasstateparks.com from now through February 3rd to save 15% on your stay. Some restrictions apply. See website for details.
1037 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bell Chevrolet, Network Services Group, and Windrock Automotive. Razorback basketball on your home of the Hogs, 1037 The Buzz.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know, Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your wall, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. Is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit ConwayWealthManagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 103.7 The Buzz app.
All right, it's something we call the night before Christmas, our own little home edition here. And so you get started.
Just a tease. Just a tease. Who sings this? Don't look. Who sings it?
It's the most wonderful time.
That's Bing Crosby.
No, I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with Wendy Williams.
Oh, Andy Williams.
Nailed it!
We got to give a shout out to the Berryville Bobcats.
Yeah.
Berryville Bobcats. Berryville Bobcats. I love this. I was looking at some of our D3 sales text line.
Yeah.
David Carradine in closet was definitely killed by his own hand.
It was. It was indeed. It sure was. It sure was. I think that's what it was.
Oh,
I think he had a belt or a tie or something.
My goodness.
I know Robin hung himself on a tie, but that wasn't for the same reason.
Tomorrow we're going to be at this little piggy in Sicko in Benton.
Kate,
come out
shout out to Kate. Look at the text. Kate, do you have table and chair?
Justin Moore will be there. If you come by and buy something, ladies, Justin will walk you out to your car, carry your bags to your car.
You can tip him.
Yeah, you can tip him if you want to. So, we get to see Justin. We don't get to see him very much, during the week. So
he'll be there on Zoom.
I don't think so. I don't think any talent fees for that tomorrow.
Yeah. No, we're just saying here we're family.
The bowl games are set now. I know Arkansas State's playing Missouri State. I need to go back and look at the date for that. Did you? I mentioned Texas and Michigan. That's sort of an intriguing game.
I like that. You mentioned it. It's brands.
Yeah,
those are two big brands.
Yeah, and there was one other game who was Missouri playing? Virginia. That could be an interesting game. I think that might be. I think so. Isn't that right?
That's the Neighbors Brothers Bowl. That'll be.
What is it? That's right.
Ryan went to UVA and I went to Missouri. Wow.
How about that? I don't know. I saw it earlier today. I had to go back and look. Roger, on this day, Marty Robbins died. How about that?
I like Marty Robbins. What was he? 50-something years old.
He died of complications of a heart bypass surgery.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
He had 6 days earlier. How about that?
All right. How old was he?
He was born in 82.
No, then he died in 82.
I'm sorry, he died in 82. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have his birthday.
Okay. 82.
I want to throw out another one. How about Jim Morrison?
Okay.
The Doors Light My Fire. His birthday is today. Greg Allman.
Were you a big fan of more? I mean, is that
he's grown on me a little bit over the years.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Are you smoking weed?
I like his music a little bit better than I used to.
Why?
I mean, he's not someone I would just, hey, I'm rushing to hear his music.
No, you don't have it.
I appreciate.
I've not been a Morrison.
I think I appreciate it more than I did.
Listen,
Light My Fire.
Yeah, I heard.
Riders on the Storm.
Who's the guy that's down in Florida that does the song? 'Cause I'm free. Who does
Free
that?
Fallin'? It's, who?
I'm saying the song is free. It's Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Yes.
I heard Tom Petty do a Conway Twitty song.
Yesterday. On the point, probably?
No.
Kim Basinger, birthday today. Remember her?
Kim Basinger. Yeah. Remember the Texas town she bought?
Oh, forgot
she
about
was smoked there for a
forgot
while.
About it. Was she married to?
Then she retained water. Huh?
Married to what's his name?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
He went nutso. She went
9.5 weeks.
I think she was Vicky Vale. Was she 9.5 weeks?
9.5 weeks. What about Batman 2? What about Sam Kinison? Remember he used to scream?
He's
a scream comedian. Yeah, he was.
Well, he was one of those. He was a preacher.
The funniest line was where he's talking about the people that were dying over in Africa.
Yeah. Move! You can't grow anything over there in the desert.
He said move.
Nobody's growing food over there. No, he was a hilarious comedian. He died in a car accident.
Terry Hatcher's birthday is today. Remember?
And what do we know about Terry Hatcher? All right, tell me what TV show she said this on.
Okay.
They're real. And they're spectacular.
I would say Desperate Housewives.
No.
What is it?
Seinfeld.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she slept with.
I didn't know that.
Jack. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Wow. She was in Lois and Clark. I knew that with and what about Sinead O'Connor? Josh, you know who Sinead O'Connor is?
I do.
Yes.
What do you think Sinead O'Connor is known best for?
Well, I don't know. Did she? I mean, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what the song was.
Yeah, so
what she's best known for.
Yeah,
not the
it's
song.
not really her music.
Yeah.
It's what she did on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I know she had a lot of activism that was involving everything.
Yes.
The Irish, I guess we called it a civil war. I'm not really sure what they called it, but
she finished. She finished her song, Josh, at the Saturday Night Live, and all of a sudden at the end, she pulls out an 8x10 of the Pope and starts tearing up the picture of the Pope. And I can't remember what she said, but man, I tell you, the world came. The world came after her. Man, I'm telling you,
she's passed.
Sad story.
No, she's still alive.
She's not. She's passed.
Yeah.
No, she died.
Oh, she died?
I'm pretty sure. I'm positive. Yeah.
My notes say here she hadn't died. Okay. Well, there you go.
You know what? To get Trey Schaap to get you some new notes.
Whoa.
Shot at my old buddy. That's a shot at my old buddy. Listen, I'll talk about my brother, but you won't. You won't.
Josh, Ryan Newman's birthday is today. Where does Ryan Newman rank?
July 26, 2023.
Yeah, they don't have it on here. How about that? What about Ryan Newman, Josh? Great driver.
Yeah, Ryan Newman, really good driver. I mean, pretty big dude. He's a Haas, one of those Haas drivers, kind of Tony Stewart type build. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. Did he look like? Was he an R.J. Hawk resemblance? Did Ryan Newman have?
I remember there was one guy that did look like R.J.
I know there was a guy.
One guy looked like Acree too. There's one guy looked like Acree. One guy looked like what's the guy that one guy came here looked like Acree. He was firing up his car right next to the buzz thing. You could hear him. He looks like Acree.
I didn't know that. I thought Ryan Newman. There was a politician that looked like R.J.
Dwight Howard's birthday is today. Josh, Dwight Howard. Do you think of him as? Yeah, he would have the big ass on his chest, and he was a dominant player for a while.
Was he in Michigan?
3-time Defensive Player of the Year, six-time All-Star.
Where did he play college?
Juwan Howard is who you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dwight Howard came out of school.
Yeah, he did not. Yep, exactly right, David.
Dwight. Who did he marry? Who did Dwight? He married somebody. Didn't he marry somebody? Didn't he marry somebody famous?
No, you're thinking about the dude married Kardashian.
Yes. No.
Oh
no. I'm not thinking about him.
Yeah.
Who was talking about crypto? I think the other day. Who's married to?
Come on. You're going in circles.
Now,
come on.
She's the one that I did the babe contest with when I said, "Congratulations to so and so."
Oh yeah, the black girl.
Yeah. Well. I don't look at
you guys are really doing this.
I don't look at color. That's Gabrielle Union.
Nice.
Who's married to Gabrielle Union?
Gabrielle Union.
Dwayne Wade.
See, I'm getting my black basketball players mixed up.
There's a great clip, Josh, in the system. We haven't played it in forever where Roger.
It's not a great clip.
Yeah,
I think you're using the word.
See, what's happening here is that you're purposely deleting some of these great clips, and they're not being played again, and that's a shame for our listeners.
Well,
because you know what, you fade off.
Anybody that gets into the system knows for a fact that you don't have to manipulate any of it. It does it itself.
He fades at the end like he fades on Valenzuela.
Badge is so good at being like, Roger, what you're really doing is a disservice to our listeners.
That's exactly right.
By getting rid of these stumbles. It's
Josh,
very
I don't
think they're stumbles.
Josh, the Valenzuela fade is what we call
the Valenzuela fade.
Fade, and so Roger did that with you said. Remember,
congratulations to Gabrielle Union, but it wasn't a fade. That was giving props to the second place
you sort of passed it on. I remember that was so.
Well,
good.
you don't go. Congratulations to the second place team who came in and gave
I wish we could hear it. We can't find it.
I didn't do nothing with it.
Give me the context of this. It was what was happening?
So it was a Bay bracket. Somebody had won the Bay bracket, and somebody got second, and Roger just sort of it sounded like he was just like in Gabrielle Union, and he sort of faded as he said.
No. What I said was it was our Bay bracket. It was Jennifer Aniston had won. It was a championship match between Jennifer Aniston and Gabrielle Union. And I went, congratulations to Gabrielle Union, but Jennifer Aniston has gone on. But it would have been really bad had I had Gabrielle Union won. And I go, congratulations to Gabrielle Union but in second place.
Yeah, it was a very quick, sort of dismissive type of.
It's not.
That's what made it funny.
My wife is listening, my lover,
yes.
And she says maybe she might be confused too because I confused her. Who was Jewel married to? She wasn't married to.
Howard? No, I don't think so.
No, she was married to. What? She married to another country music singer?
A basketball player? No, that's what.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's
got the snaggletooth, right?
Not anymore. She got that.
Oh, she did.
Jiminy Christmas.
I don't know.
Hey, for Snaggletooth, you're pretty. What?
Wow.
Been a whole lot of come on,
Hey, Josh.
Who's in
Hey,
there?
Josh.
Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle, so the listeners are doing it. Thank you, listeners.
Josh, I was listening to
Stalin and Acre? No. This guy saying Stalin and Acre are brothers. I could see a resemblance in that. I could say it's kind of
it's a NASCAR driver that Justin Acre looks like. He drove for Alltel. He drove for Alltel.
Oh, okay.
See if you can find it, Josh. He drove for Alltel.
Very sure was married to Ty Murray, a bull rider, Sam.
Yeah, bull rider.
We did mention Fernando Valenzuela today, so we have to do this.
That would be like Hernando Valenzuela. Hernando Valenzuela coming to baseball. That I will put that on the button board. I will unplug. It's highlight. I will kick us off the air. I will take the wrath of Acre Stalin and kick us
Roger,
off the
you
air.
are funny even when you don't mean to be. It is so.
You're very kind in the way you choose your words. Yeah, which is just a backhanded way of saying, "Hey,
oh
idiot."
my God, no, it's so
know?
good.
No,
you can't make.
What you're doing is you're saying we're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
That's okay. You guys laugh at me every week about Spleeze, which is fine, which is hilarious.
Because it's funny.
It is. It's funny.
It really is.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not backing off that.
I was. Well, first of all, Spleeze, and what I did was I'm working through a name, yada yada yada. You just went. You made up something, naked pull-ups, and then when I called you on it, you go, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No problem.
No,
it's just like
you're not owning it. You accused me of doctoring the tape the first time you heard it, so you can't be like, I'm owning it. No,
Ryan Newman drove for Alltel.
That's who it is. Of doctoring the tape.
Well, you know what? Don't tell me you haven't tried before.
I've never tried.
I don't know.
I don't know.
7-0.
Yes, Ryan Newman. I think Acre looks like Ryan Newman. Sort of looks like Acre.
Okay, more Ryan Newman than Stalin. That's because Stalin has a chiseled, rough.
But Stalin has a mustache, though, right? Stalin has a mustache.
I see Justin with a mustache sometimes.
Oh, do you?
In my head movies.
Let's go ahead and take a break. I'm sure these folks from the Electric Co-op are ready to get us out of here.
You know what? And you haven't even paid your parking meter.
Oh, I haven't. I got to do that now.
No, you're an hour late, and I hope
you're done.
You get a ticket.
Here,
if you're out there listing officers right in front of the Marriott, there are two vehicles with Fletcher cars with dealer plates. Mine is paid. On my car, my license plate ends in 97.
I did. Hey, listen, I got a Christmas tree. I had 2 Christmas trees put up this weekend. Thanks to Jessica.
You're so bougie. You know what? Hashtag.
You're gonna walk in and go, wow.
Well, I've never been invited. I can't come to your volunteer.
You're not a volunteer. Sorry.
You know what? I volunteer to come every week.
But you know what? You're more than welcome to come.
That's very kind of you, because now you know I won't. If I do, I'll be bringing you a box of biscuit powder.
All right, don't go away. We'll come back to wrap things up here at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas Winter Meeting.
I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them BAZZEL sent you.
Honey, wake up. Santa's sleigh is on the roof.
Not a sleigh. It's a brand new Lincoln. And you can win your own during Southland Casino Hotel's Here Comes Santa promotion.
How do we win?
Earn entries starting November 1st to win your share of over $550,000 in free play and prizes. And don't forget the grand prize drawings on November 29th and December 27th to win a brand new Lincoln.
Come on, honey. Let's navigate to Southland.
Tell your friends about Here Comes Santa at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
'Tis the season. Shop your holiday needs at Fort Thompson. Great selection of hunting and outdoor apparel. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, boots, waders, and gun safes. Fort Thompson's in Sherwood or FortThompson.com.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Madison Buse in England, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Todd Session in Morrilton today.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Serious injuries happen every day. If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8. Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. 888-8888. Anywhere in the state, dial 8. We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Pay depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
Hey, let's go to Simmons Arena and talk to Michael Marriott.
Okay.
Hey, we're pleased to announce the Sonny Bono Over the Hill and Through the Woods tour.
Oh, my gosh.
So what did somebody text
somewhat obsessed with dicks. All right. Wrapping up things here at the Little Rock Marriott where everybody's coming out. It's the Arkansas Electric Co-op's Winter Directors Conference. They are pouring out of here. They just had a big meeting. I love the last message that you sent, Josh, from one of our listeners. It says, Michael Marion has just booked Sinead O'Connor on St. Patrick's Day for her Nothing Compares Tour. Yeah, listen, Listen, I can only go by what my service gives me. And so sometimes, the other day now, Roger, remember, I double-checked. I have 2 birthday dates that I check usually if I have time.
Yeah, Michael McDonald was one as well.
Yeah, one of them had it wrong. Right. And one of them was completely wrong. Michael McDonald was in February. Right. And so, but I didn't double-check that one today.
So which one was it?
Sinead O'Connor. I thought she was still alive.
What about, where are we? Tomorrow. Okay, we're set all week. We're on the road every week. So tomorrow starts a 3-day swing in Saline County.
Yep.
Then Thursday night we have dinner
at Oaklawn.
Dinner with
Melissa and Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we stay down there in the hotel.
Yeah, racing season gets underway on Friday.
Man, and then we have a Christmas party Saturday night.
That's right. I have no clue about horse racing, but I love the energy that the track gets when it's this time of the year. And just over 1,500 horses and the teams and everybody is trying to win. And
smart play this year too, Baz, by breaking it off because of the weather. When you go as long as the track is going, you will get all X amount of days in, because you go for so long and you can make up for it. But it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday season.
Is that what it's going to be?
That's what Wayne said last week.
But I think they're starting this Friday, though. They're starting.
When they start, I believe that's what it was, which makes no sense.
Speaking of Oaklawn Sports. Trying to rally to see if I can get a couple games right.
What are you going to do?
I thought I was going to be 3-1 in the NFL yesterday until Vegas got
had some ideas about that. Yeah,
ridiculous call there.
Did you do any college this week?
I was 2-2 in college.
Nice.
I got listen, Texas Tech I've rode all year. They've been dependable, just like sort of Seattle has in the NFL. And then what was the other one I got right?
Did you Indiana? Because Ohio State have been so good against the spread this year.
I did not pick Indiana, although that was a great game. What was the other one? I picked
Georgia.
I didn't pick Georgia. I picked Alabama. Actually, I got that one wrong. I went 2-2 for the week in I think I might have picked Virginia. That was disappointing. Certainly had their chances to win that. If you're Tony Elliott, the feel good about this year is it's now tainted.
I think that game they kind of proved what they've been the entire year.
Yeah, true. They've been fortunate.
They played like 6 overtime games this year. So
I know that's right. That's right.
Play games like that eventually. Like remember TCU a couple years ago was just playing exclusively tight ball games, and eventually you kind of play with fire too many times, you get burned. So if you're going to play that many games, it's not going to go your way eventually.
That's right. I had Boise State, which was an easy pick. That was against UNLV. Yeah,
look at you.
Boise
State title game on me.
Yes. Well, they'd already beaten them once already, pretty handily, and they got them at home again. So thank you. It's again, my numbers are not going to be not going to be very good this year, but that's part of it, man. I have no problem. Listen, I pat myself on the back. I can be truthful and say I stink this year.
Chandeliers are gold in Vegas for a reason, man.
That's exactly right. There was one other game I was going to mention too in the NFL.
Do you remember Bills Bengals?
Well, what a great game that was. And then Josh Allen, did he break the NFL touchdown record? Did I see that yesterday? The all-time rushing record. I think he's got
for a quarterback in the season.
Yeah, for a quarterback. Yeah, I think so. I was thinking I read that.
13 games.
I think so. No, it's career. I was thinking I saw that it was a career deal. I might have missed on that. Let me look here real quick.
I'll look up Josh Allen record.
Here's the other couple other games I thought were interesting. Miami. Hey, how about Miami now? All of a sudden starting to find ways to win. Jacksonville. Jacksonville's winning in Indy. Another loss for them.
Daniel Jones tore his Achilles.
Oh, that was terrible. I saw that too. Yeah. That was bad.
So Josh Allen. He became the NFL's all-time career touchdowns by a quarterback. He surpassed Cam Newton.
Yeah, how about that? Wow. I tell you, the two teams to me that look the most impressive in the NFL right now are the Rams and the Seahawks. Man, I'm telling you, Rams are dominating. And how about Kansas City? Kansas City is 6-7.
Yeah.
And 20-10 last night. They lose to Houston at KC. Just not used to seeing that. Tonight, Roger, you got Philadelphia at L.A., the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll look for that. I'll watch a little bit of that. I'll watch the Mannings on it. Is there any rumor to ICE picking up Dave Portnoy to arrest him for the calling of murder?
Hey, boys, you know what I have to do today? I have to
colonoscopy?
I have to give my vote for the Heisman.
What?
Do you have it picked out?
I'm going to spend some time. Look, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on Heisman.
I am leaning towards. If I had to vote, I would lean towards Fernando Mendoza of Indiana. Right. David, part of this award is narrative, and so the story is fantastic. Also, there's not a lot of great candidates this year. If I had to put one guy, I'd put him number 1. 2, I would most likely put Jeremiah Love. Of Notre Dame. I think he had an outstanding year. They really rode him until
Very impressive.
Quarterback was good to go.
Yep.
Ty Simpson fell off a cliff.
Oh my gosh, he had a horrible game yesterday.
It's not all his fault, but because of that, I think it's really hard to justify putting him, above. I mean, you could put Pavia in there. I think.
What about Pavia? Let's say no Pavia.
No, Sayan had a great year. But that game is tough.
Well, didn't you just say part of is it the narrative? Didn't you just say that
for Pavia?
Well, you said part of the Heisman is about the narrative.
But the thing is that Indiana's accomplishing something that they've never done before. Vanderbilt is too, but out of significance, what Indiana's doing is more significant than Vanderbilt.
Now wait a minute, now Josh. I think Vandy hasn't done 11 games since 1944.
But Indiana's the Big Ten champs. They beat the number 1 team in the country, and they're the number 1 seed.
But no, listen, it's one of the greatest stories of all time. But Vandy is 10-2 in the top 13.
I agree.
Remember,
I'm with you.
Remember how bad? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a great narrative there as well.
No, it's a good story, but I don't think it's as good of a story as the Indiana story.
So Justin Moore noticed it. I think Roger noticed it too. I glanced at it. I'm going to go back and look, but about the post-game comments by Mendoza.
He's always like that, though.
Yeah.
So how would you describe Roger?
I would say he was trying to cry, and he couldn't. He went.
You think he was manufactured? It was all manufactured?
Because he went. That's what the That's the greatest thing ever. You're number 1. He completely. When he realized he couldn't force the tears out, he admitted to his wife he cheated.
What did you think, Josh, when you saw it?
Hey, he's a weirdo. He's always been a weirdo.
Weirdo was the thing that I got at.
Yeah,
weirdo. Even his dad's looking at him and going, "Dude." Now, what you tell me when his dad?
Was that Holly Rowe? Was that Holly Rowe that was?
No, it was Jenny Taft.
No. Jenny Taft, that's right.
Hey, here's. Let me give you this though, Josh. I want to say that I want to look at either Nussmeier for a Heisman. I'd like to look at him or
Arch Manning.
No, I'm going. I think LSU has got the connection for the high. I think it's somewhere at LSU's team. That's an inside joke.
How about Nussmeier and Arch Manning being the
Nussmeier?
Yeah.
No, I said to be the 2 preseason favorites to win the Heisman.
I think I would have said Nussmeier preseason.
He probably did. Well, everybody did. Nussmeier and Arch Manning.
Nussmeier.
What a disappointment.
Wasn't he in Animal House? That was Needlemeyer. I'm sorry, Needlemeyer. Nussmeier.
Yeah, Mendoza.
Nussmeier.
I'm really curious how he's going to do interviews for the combine because, NFL teams are very, very sensitive about that stuff. They're going to be like, this guy's a lunatic. Like,
which one?
Mendoza.
Oh yeah,
but he's really smart. Though. He's really sharp. He's really sharp.
I'm going to go back and watch him. He seems a little emotional. He does seem a little.
Well, he got emotional, but then he couldn't force the tears out.
Wow.
Like an actor who said, "Give me another." When I looked at him, I thought.
Well, Justin noticed the same thing. Justin said it almost looked like he had issues.
No, I didn't say issues. I won't go issues. I'll just
Justin Acree joins us. Good morning, Justin. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
What's up, bud? What's going on, man?
We are in Hot Springs today. High school esports championships.
Oh, wow, cool. Very cool.
Yep. So that's what we're doing today, and then recapping the weekend.
All right.
Wow, you got a lot. You got plenty to chop up, man. What a busy weekend it was. Holy cow!
Indeed, no doubt.
But Justin, we think there's listeners that say you resemble Stalin. Do you think you find those stoic? I'm talking chiseled, muscular jawline. No mustache. Have you ever grown a mustache, Justin?
No.
I say Ryan Newman. If anybody say you look like Ryan Newman, have you had that before?
Nope.
Okay, there you go. That's
okay, well, you're Mr. Excitement. Have a great rest of your day, buddy.
Thanks, everybody.
Weirdest intro ever.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much